Good morning. Happy Thursday. Get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Of course, we kicked off the hour with some Foo Fighters because it's Foo for Bonnaroo. You know, the name of the song we just played, text it in, 800-394-1061. Your chance to score 3-day passes and hotel for Bonnaroo. One of the headliners, the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, I actually just checked how many texts we had yesterday, like last night. And we have hundreds of text messages from people excited to see the Foo Fighters at Bonnaroo. Bonnaroo is one of those classic music festivals, I think kind of up there with like Coachella and some of the larger ones in New York that people, I think it's just like a bucket list type of concert that people want to go to. And people are excited about the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, have fun going through all of those texts.
It will be a little something. It will be a little something.
So you're going on a road trip this weekend. You shot me a text yesterday about my favorite beer all time, Mexican Cake, being available up at Westbrook.
Yeah, in Charleston.
I'm thinking about going on Saturday.
You know what? You should. Treat yourself.
My wife is like, I got so much schoolwork to do. You should just go. Thinking about getting up. It takes 2 hours to get there. I think they open at noon on Saturday. I will leave at 10. I'll be there when they open. Okay. I'll stay until they close. I'll get a hotel. I'll make a day of it.
Like I said, treat yourself, Kotter. Treat yourself. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Yeah, the Mexican Cake from Westbrook, one of our favorites. They distribute down here. You'll find it at Habersham here in the next few weeks. But, I mean, getting up there right now. Getting it while it's fresh. I think that's a good idea.
Well, and then every year I go into Habersham early. And I'm like, you guys are getting Mexican Cake this year, right? And they're like, nah, yeah, I don't know. Maybe one of these days it's not going to happen. So I'm like, this could be the year it doesn't happen. Maybe I should just go get it.
Well, here in a few weeks for Beer for Breakfast, I have become very good friends with Vince at Habersham. And he will be joining us for Beer for Breakfast. So maybe Vince will be very, very nice to you. Like a little beer fairy, and just drop by a bottle of Mexican Cake for you.
I wouldn't hate that at all. I mean, it's funny because last year he let us buy 2, and they got the 1 bottle limit, and we got up to the counter, and the guy's like, "You can't buy 2 of those. You only can get 1." I'm like, Vince said it was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, whoops. I'm sorry.
It's good to know the guy.
It really is good to know the guy. All right, we got lots to get to today. We're going to, of course, play Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. We have got Jeffe 2, New Kings of Leon, echoing one of the choices.
Oh, cool.
And then I literally got the second choice this morning, like at 4:30. Brand new stuff from Nonpoint called Ruthless.
Interesting. Have you got a chance to listen to it?
Yes. It's pretty awesome.
Is it ruthless?
It's very ruthless. First new song in 2 years, and it was featured on AEW's Blood and Guts last night.
Oh, okay.
So very cool stuff from them. You are going to quiz me in the face today.
You want to know what it is?
I kind of do.
I'll tell you.
What is it?
You're going to be playing ancient Mayan temples or Mexican food / dishes.
Okay.
So you'll have to determine which one is which. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you. That one should be interesting. Top of the 7 o'clock hour, taking your calls, comments, and text. What have you stolen from work?
Most of my furniture, reams of paper, staplers, all the good stuff.
I got a story about a guy getting fired for stealing stuff.
Is it going to be me later?
Yeah, maybe. It's just, it's future you, yeah.
Nice.
And, of course, we'll kick off the show with about last night. Houston Astros got their panties in a bunch. Chinese cemetery sales pitch, that went well. And this Bill and Melinda Gates divorce is already getting weird, and we're only a few days in. Who knows where that's going to end up? We'll kick that off next. Brand new stuff from A Day to Remember. Everything we need. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show. Good morning. Rock 1061.
Good morning, folks. Thanks for joining the stream extra early this morning. We appreciate it. I've got a few more shares to do, so don't mind me.
See, yeah, all kinds of stuff to get to today. It's pretty busy. What have you stolen from work? Doc put a few things up on the Facebook page.
I read those this morning.
That was awesome. The good stuff there. You can, of course, share yours in the comments. You can share yours on Facebook. Just share them. We've all taken stuff from work. It's okay. If you want to be anonymous, you can call us in. Call us up today at 7.
Yeah, I watched, speaking of AEW's Blood and Guts, I watched the cage match or whatever it was.
Right.
It's like 2 wrestling rings inside of this huge metal cage that they built.
Their version of War Games.
Sure. And it was pretty fun. It's pretty fun. I thought the ending of it was kind of bleh.
Really?
Yeah. They, spoiler alert, Chris Jericho and MJF went to the top of the ring.
Okay.
They're fighting each other up there, and they're putting each other into submission moves and all sorts of stuff. And at the end of the match, MJF pushed Jericho to the edge. He was all wobbly, you know, like we were playing Street Fighter 2. He was just getting ready to, you know, get killed. And his team called it off. Like, we give up. The Inner Circle lost.
Okay.
And MJF's like, you know, I accept that. You know, I accept your defeat. And then he pushes Chris Jericho off the cage, and he falls on a very obvious, like, 27 mattresses.
Right.
and then he's like, "Oh, thank you, Chris Jericho," and that's kind of how it ended. Everyone was bleeding. There was literally blood and guts everywhere. It was a fun match. I've never seen a match kind of like 2 rings in the same cage before.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they would have just they would have got rid of the middle ropes.
Right? It's always weird. Yeah, it was something that it was called the Four Horsemen's match. It's back in Crockett. They started it back in the 80s, the War Games. So it's always been a fun match.
Yeah, there was like 2 or 3 spots that like the guys absolutely just did not do. Like, they were jumping up on the top rope, and there was a really cool moment where like 2 dudes. Oh,
Yeah, we'll be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Let's get right to About Last Night. Story number 1. So it was recently announced that Bill and Melinda Gates, after 27 years of marriage, are getting a divorce. Now, as soon as we heard this, I was like, okay, this isn't going to be anything like the Bezos split. This one's going to be normal and more civil. And now I totally want to take those statements back.
Yeah, this is a weird one, just because obviously there's so much money in between the two, $130 billion. Now, apparently this has been something that's been in the works for quite some time. Both of them have lawyered up a long time ago. Apparently, the day they announced the divorce, Bill shifted like $2 billion in stock options to his wife. I mean, this divorce is already done. But yeah, the weird things in regards to how it's working, like with this is weird. So apparently, way before their divorce, Bill Gates actually had an agreement to go hang out with another woman every year, and this is an old girlfriend of his, a former software entrepreneur named Ann Windblad, I think? Blad? I don't know. Apparently, he would go visit her on a North Carolina island on the Outer Banks, like once a year. Just him and her hanging out.
Yeah, it's his ex-girlfriend. They dated for like 3 years. They were so close that Melinda said it was fine, allegedly, that they would go hang out for a month. And I read somewhere else that Anne, his ex-girlfriend, is married to the brother of actor Kevin Kline. I don't know. This whole thing's weird. Would your wife ever let you go hang out for like a week every year with an ex-girlfriend?
Mine, probably. But normal people, probably not.
No, this whole thing is just weird. And supposedly they were so close that before he would marry Melinda, he went to the ex-girlfriend and asked for her permission.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and his ex-girlfriend said that Melinda has intellectual stamina and that could put up with him. And that's why they were obviously married for 27 years before this divorce. So this thing's weird. I also like the number 1 story on TMZ right now is how the entire family hates Bill Gates. He apparently did something, and apparently the entire family was going to go to an island and spend their time there when the divorce was announced so they could avoid the media. Okay. Apparently the whole family's there. Bill's not there. The island cost $132,000 a day to rent because they're renting an entire island. So it's crazy, this entire divorce. Yes, I think it's much more entrenched with controversy than the Jeff Bezos Amazon divorce that happened just last year.
Yeah, I mean, because now there's the rumor that there was a Chinese translator that worked for the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation since 2015. She's denying rumors that she had an inappropriate relationship with either Bill or Melinda. Really not saying who, but now with everybody ditching Bill and heading to an island, I don't know. Maybe Bill had the inappropriate relationship with the Chinese translator.
It seems like Bill's the reason why this divorce is happening.
This is going to be interesting stuff. All right, coming up next, a tour that went awkwardly wrong and slightly dark. We got details on the way. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Yeah, but going back to what we were talking about before the break there. So I was watching AEW Blood and Guts last night, and there was wrestlers on each side of this big match. They both jumped onto a top rope at the same exact time, were hitting each other, and then the other one flipped the other one on his back off the top rope. I thought that was a really cool spot, wrestling move type thing. I don't think I've ever seen quite anything like that before. So that was super cool. But yeah, the match itself, I mean, 2 rings in one giant cage. It's really cool to see. It's something I haven't really quite seen before. So Charles goes, I freaking hate technology. What's up, man? Good morning. But yeah, so AEW was pretty cool last night. I just made sure. I think that's the only match I saw last night.
Yeah, I'm going to try to watch it later on this week. Yeah, there was WWE has done 3 War Games matches on NXT now, and some of the takeovers. Some of those are pretty fun. But yeah, if you the old school Road Warriors, Dusty Rhodes, 4 Horsemen War Games matches were always fun. I'm going to start my coffee.
I can hardly get any of the streams to work. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on with you. It looks like everything is good on our end, so got a handful of people on Twitch right now and a couple on Facebook, so I don't know. Finally got Twitch to stream effing iPhone. Well, Charles, I'm glad you got that working, man. It looks like your daughter's doing well, too. I saw you post some stuff on Instagram last night, so I'm glad she's getting better and hopefully get out of the hospital real soon. Last night was my anniversary. My wife and I don't know what the proper thing to do on anniversaries are, like our wedding anniversary, so we just exchanged some presents, did some presents, and then drank some margaritas, made some homemade margaritas, did a mezcal tequila.
Okay.
And then just did a real simple like non-sugary mix. Like I didn't use triple sec or anything.
Right.
Just use some fresh lime juice, fresh lemon juice, put a little bit of agave honey in there, and then something else. Oh, some naranja, which is like an orange liqueur.
Oh, okay, nice.
So had some of those last night. It was delightful. And then we watched Blood and Guts.
Nice.
The, sexiest thing anyone could do on a wedding anniversary.
Typical anniversary, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I did last night.
I had a 3-hour nap yesterday. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I texted you yesterday, and you didn't text back for almost 2 hours. And I'm like, I bet you that guy is napping.
Yeah, I got home. Well, I should say I almost had a 3-hour nap. I got home, laid down about 1 o'clock, sleeping. 1:30, the boss calls, wakes me up.
Mm-hmm.
Fall back asleep. And yeah, got up at 4. It was really nice. Took my dog for a walk around 8:30 last night. Perfect. Had breakfast burritos for dinner.
For dinner?
Yeah.
All right.
It was good.
That's awesome news, Charles. I'm glad she's doing well. And hopefully, yeah, man, she'll make her way out of it. That's good.
Yeah, no, that's good, man.
All right, up next, we're going to talk about this Chinese cemetery sales pitch story. It's kind of weird. The Houston Astros got a story about them just absolutely getting shit on, which is awesome because they're cheaters and we hate them. Then we'll talk some foo for Bonnaroo as well. Obviously, we were talking about that at the beginning of the show. Hundreds and hundreds of text messages are flying in every single hour. People are very excited about seeing the Foo Fighters up in Manchester, Tennessee. Tomorrow on the show, we have, speaking of, we have beer for breakfast tomorrow. We have Chris Hummer from WSAV coming in.
Yes.
I've confirmed some other guests leading into the next month and a half. We have Vince from Habersham Beverage. He is a beer connoisseur.
Savant.
He's coming in for beer for breakfast in the next few weeks. We have Dave and Dave from Debilation Brewing Company coming in. We have Kevin from Service coming in. Carly from United Distributing is coming in as well. So we've got a great lineup of guests heading into Memorial Day and even past it.
Yeah.
So we're set for that for the next few weeks. I'm excited to have that kind of lined up. Looking for one more guest. That'll be Memorial Day weekend. I've got a few ideas. I just haven't pulled the trigger yet on that, but I got a few weeks to figure that out.
Cool. I still got about 5 minutes. Metallica, The Unforgiven.
That's what's on right now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. I love these questions. We've gotten some good ones in a row here. This is, once again, Answer the Internet, something we play during the breaks here of the Kotter and Marsh Show. The question is, would you take $4 million to be caught on To Catch a Predator? Before you even answer, 64% of Barstool readers said no, which seems kind of low.
Yeah, I'd say no to that. That's just, yeah, no.
$4 million.
No.
It's a weird number to choose. $4 million. Can I get away with $4 million for the rest of my life? Probably not. It would have to be a lot more. I'd want that, Bill and Melinda Gates money so I could just go buy an island and survive off the island and weekly plane drops. No, that's not enough. That would be not enough for me. I'm going to have to say no for that.
Yeah, no, I'm all in on no.
If it was like $10 billion, yeah, maybe.
So
definitely.
So it'd take you $10 billion to hit on small children.
Well, I mean, it just says to be caught on To Catch a Predator.
So chances are you're hitting on small children.
But if I get $10 billion, $10 billion, I could live the rest of my life off it. Easily.
Yeah, I'd
More
hope so.
about?
I hope so. If not, your gambling problem is way worse than I thought. Morning, Bob.
Coming up on the show, like we said, we have the stories. We'll ask you guys, have you stolen anything from your place of work? Bob, I know you have, without a doubt. And then we'll quiz Kotter in the face in the 7 o'clock hour. I'm going to quiz Kotter on ancient Mayan temples or Mexican food/dishes.
All right. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, so
I expect not to do well.
Yeah. You'll be fine.
Well, my lack of, speaking Spanish, it will kind of like the Kentucky Derby winner country song where, to me, it could go either way because I don't know what you're actually saying.
Well, I don't speak Spanish either. We both know that, but it'll be interesting. Bob says, what good will it do in prison? Oh, the money? I'm just saying if it's...
Good call.
But here's the thing. It says just to be caught on To Catch a Predator. It doesn't say that I have to go to jail. It says, would you take $4 million to be caught on To Catch Predator? It doesn't say anything about being taken into custody. It just says, oh, you just showed up on To Catch Predator. Essentially a guest appearance.
Guest appearance.
Yeah. Can't say if I stole anything from work. Statute of limitations. You work for yourself. You can't steal from yourself. Bob's a guy who has a job, which I won't say, but I'm sure Bob has stolen something from work.
I spray my house as needed. Is that considered stealing from the company? No. That's just considered benefits.
Yeah. Let's see. When I worked a
90
winter
seconds.
job each year at Civic Center during ice skating, I would take 10-session punch cards and sell them on the side to all regular skaters. That's probably the only thing I've stolen. Uh-huh. Yeah. I totally believe that.
I got about a minute left.
God, are we still fucking playing Metallica?
Yes, we are.
Jesus Christ.
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Kotter and Marshall Show. Story number 2 of About Last Night. Authorities in China are investigating how a group of elderly tourists were sold a sightseeing tour, which kind of took a dark twist.
I don't know, man. I mean, this happens in Savannah all the time.
Does it turn into a sales pitch, though?
Honestly, probably. But continue. Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's okay. The group paid their money. They got their lunch. And then as the tour went, they ended up in a cemetery. And like you said, in Savannah, that's nothing out of the ordinary.
No.
However, it turned into a sales pitch for cemetery plots because it's a group of old people. They had no idea what they're getting into. Now, according to local tourism commission, the tour company didn't hold the appropriate licenses. Shocking. And one of the guys on the tour said he was invited to go, so he invited other friends. They all came along, and there's video of them on the bus, like singing and smiling. They're having a good time.
They got free lunch?
And then they paid. They paid for it.
Right. Well, they paid for the tour. The lunch was free.
Okay. But you don't know what you're getting into, and all of a sudden you're at a cemetery, and then they're like, all right, who wants to buy a cemetery plot? You're old, you're going to die soon.
Right. Well, they had their attention. It's not like they can go anywhere. Yeah, I feel like this is essentially just a haunted tour, and they just didn't know they were dead yet.
It's like if you're going on a beer tour, and then they take you to AA at the end. I mean, That's the kind of weird turn this took.
Yeah, it's not my number one tour that I would go on. Well,
right.
And of course, the city had some issues with it as well. So this happened in Chongqing City. This was obviously not even close to here, but it said they got very upset when they heard about this. They said they're going to crack down on this company who did not have a license to even operate this sort of tour. And they said this sort of thing obviously damages the city's image. And obviously, it violates tourists' rights as well, because apparently some of those people weren't even from that area.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think now. Yeah, outside of like a brewery tour, then you end up at an AA meeting at the end. Just like it's the weirdest, worst plot twist at the end of a tour ever. I mean, it's not how you want it to end up. Question though, wonder if anybody bought a burial plot.
Probably. I mean, I would have probably been sold on it I had nothing else to do.
That's true.
Can I put a down payment on it?
Maybe.
All right, let's go then.
All right, coming up, one more story about last night. Got to talk the Houston Astros. They got a free pass last year because of the pandemic, no fans in the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
All the fans are now making up for missing out on a year of heckling them.
It's incredible.
And they hate it. Story is coming up next. Five-Finger Death Punch, Rock 106.1.
There we go. Bob drops in the comment of, and the register, if someone was paying cash, I wouldn't ring them up. And then later, well, you know. There you go. Now you're committing just grand theft larceny. Is that the crime? Grand theft larceny? Whatever. Our next story I'm very happy about. Obviously,
pretty funny.
The Houston Trastros, which a lot of people are calling the Houston Astros now. Obviously, they are cheaters, and they're getting it. I wish we could play you guys the audio, but most of the audio from the games just chant "fuck the Astros" or "fuck Altuve."
Yeah,
and we can't exactly play that, but you can just chant it in your head if you like. Charles says, I was in high school. A bunch of my friends and I worked for an ice company. I would load extra bags on my truck and trade ice for beer at some liquor and or convenience stores. Best day was 12 cases. Woo.
Damn.
Back to the good old days. We just trade everything. Yeah, I can't think of. I wouldn't say I stole it, but there's some definitely like office chairs that I've taken from this place.
Yeah,
but obviously, as we all know, we're the kings of office chairs at the company here, Dick Broadcasting, Alpha Media, whatever you want to call us.
I mean, when I worked at the gas station / liquor store back in Illinois in high school, I mean, nobody paid for sodas ever.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody.
Man, you want to talk about people who stole stuff? My I don't know. I guess the warehouse guys. Oh, the warehouse guys when I worked at Farm and Fleet, which is a hardware store back home in Illinois. I mean, those guys obviously would unload trucks.
Yeah.
Load people's lumber and salt rock and all this other stuff into people's vehicles. Those dudes were career criminals. I mean, all they did was steal stuff. I mean, at the time, DVD players and DVDs were a big thing. And Farm and Fleet, although a hardware store, had like an electronics section, and they stole stuff all the time. They gave me DVD players, the latest movies. I had all that stuff all the time.
I worked at Walmart for a little bit, and after I left, there was a story about one of the assistant managers who would, take things out to people's cars.
Mm-hmm.
His car, and he finally got busted after it was several TVs, I believe. But yeah. Yeah, I got a story. I'll share the story of the guy who ended up getting fired from the radio station because of stealing things. And because he would turn around and try to sell them. And he finally got busted. All right, guys, got about 15. We'll be right back. Got one more story for about last night. We saved the best for last. So in January of 2020, Major League Baseball announced the results of their investigation into the Houston Astros cheating scandal. In February of 2020, they gave a lame-ass apology. Mm-hmm. And then the pandemic hit. And the 2020 Major League Baseball season was shortened. It was played without fans. So the Astros got a free pass because so many fans were so ticked off about what happened, but they couldn't say anything because they weren't allowed into stadiums. So the good news is fans everywhere making up for it in 2021.
So, I mean, fans are coming out with ridiculous signs, wearing trash can costumes, and it's been happening quite a bit. So the Astros recently complained to Major League Baseball about the fans in other cities absolutely trashing them, from chanting to, once again, wearing costumes, making very derogatory signs towards the team, which are kind of hilarious. So they've asked Major League Baseball to tighten up security in other stadiums. And we had our first kind of case of that when the Astros traveled to New York to play the Yankees.
Of course it happened in New York, man. All right, one fan, David Taub, he spent $85 on Amazon before the game to buy an Oscar the Grouch costume. Got to the stadium, he had a sign, "You ain't stealing this costume, Trastros." Well, unfortunately, the security stopped him and said, "Look, they were complaining. Major League Baseball said we got to do something about it. We need that costume from you." So he was asked to remove it. And that's where kind of the story broke, because these security guards are like, yeah, they complained. So now Major League Baseball is asking us to kind of, tone it down a bit.
What does the Astros have against Major League Baseball where we have to be so nice to a team that cheated to win a World Series? They didn't take the World Series championship back.
Yep.
We're still claiming them as the 2017 champions. Now we have to be nice to this team. We have to pretend to like them as fans of other baseball teams. The one thing Major League Baseball needs right now is more eyes on the sport, right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you let this happen? It creates great stories like this. Why would you try to stop it?
Yeah, I think the Astros just got to shut up and take their lumps, because by doing this and by the word getting out that it's ticking them off, it's only going to get worse, guys.
Yeah, and if you can go online, and from this Yankees game that happened just a couple days ago, I mean, the chance of F the Astros, F Altuve. I mean, I wish we could play it for you, but we would get kicked off the air forever. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, people are still big time mad about this. And trust me, if I went to go see a game, and I'm hoping to go to a couple Braves games this year, if it's against the Astros, I will be chanting right along. I will join that crowd.
Well, you got to. I mean, Major League Baseball didn't do anything to them, so the fans have got to hold them accountable for their cheating.
And as we know, the internet holds a grudge forever. So I say we keep this up.
All right, coming up next, guys, we got details about Foo for Bonnaroo. Your chance to win 3-day passes to the Bonnaroo Music Festival. Stick around. It's the Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Yeah, I mean, it's like, take your lumps, guys. You're only going to make it worse by bitching. And now fans get, signs taken away or inflatable garbage cans taken away. They're just going to keep doing this longer, And I'm not saying it would have gone away anyway after this season, but you're just going to make it worse. Don't bitch.
Yeah, I was watching clips where, they were chanting, "Fuck Altuve. Altuve's up to bat," and he just strikes out badly. And people go wild. They were going wild at it.
Yeah, it's going to be a minute before this is done, guys. I'm going to get my coffee.
So tomorrow, our 20th anniversary show goes on sale. It's Puddle of Mud, Filter, Sponge, a local band Lilac. This show's going down Saturday, July 3rd, over at the, oh my gosh, why can't I think of it? The Trustees Gardens. There it is. I should know. I've been there 100 times. Anyway, Trustees Gardens, which is right behind the Pirates House on Broad Street. So once again, our 20th anniversary show goes on sale tomorrow morning. I got a quick email from someone asking for the ticket link. The ticket link will probably go up today. But once again, tickets don't go on sale till 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. First 500 tickets are going to be $25. And then the first 50 VIP tickets will be $75. VIP tickets get you like a fancy area to stand. It's actually kind of a riser type area to the right that's built into the field, and then also gives you private bathrooms and also gives you a private bar as well. So it's well worth the extra cash if you have it to do some VIP while we have those tickets priced so low. So once again, tomorrow, 20th anniversary show, $25 to check out Puddle of Mud, Filter, and Sponge. That is once again going on sale at 8 a.m.
Oh, get a call. Rock 106.1, hello.
Dave.
Hey, what's going on, Dave?
Not bad. I went out and had some Mexican last night and a couple margaritas. Man, I slept like a rock.
Nice. That's awesome.
But good news, man. I know yesterday was you and your wife's anniversary, but my estranged son that I haven't spoken with in like 30 years reached out and talked to me yesterday, or, reached out, messaged me he wants to find out what the hell happened back in the day.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Cool, man.
So, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, it sounds like you had a good Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, I did. I slept really good. A weird-ass dream, too. It was crazy.
Margaritas will do it.
Something about Portland, Oregon, and the jokes just kept coming.
All right.
But I just thought I'd say, hey, you guys are hilarious, man. You fucking make my mornings.
Well, awesome, man. We appreciate that. Thank you so much for listening.
So who has the beard?
Marshall's got a beard right now. Marshall usually has a beard. I don't have a. I
saw you guys on TV one time, and one of you had a big old beard, and one was clean shaven. From the voices, I can't tell who is who.
I've had
You guys are hilarious, man.
Oh, thank you.
Do you like mornings better or afternoons better? Because mornings got to suck. You guys got to get up way early.
I'm not fond of my alarm. My alarm kind of sucks, but no, mornings is cool, man. I dig it.
Yeah, I like doing mornings better than the afternoons, just because it focuses us to focus on the show more and be here live every single day, which is really nice.
I got you. Well, a little suggestion: better way to like your alarm a little more is find a better tone instead of.
I get that.
You know what I mean?
No, totally.
Mine is chimes and birds and water.
Gently woken up every morning. I like it.
Oh, relaxing tones. That's the way I like to wake up. But, it is what it is.
I get it.
All right, fellas. Have a good day.
All right, man. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. They just want to talk, man.
Yeah, sometimes you could just cut him off. It's so weird.
We want more calls. I'm not cutting off the dude that calls. We'll listen and like it.
Okay.
My leg is all nared. Smooth.
Oh, you're getting a tattoo today, yeah?
Smooth, yep.
What time is your appointment?
Noon.
That is nice.
I'm ready.
So you haven't seen any of the art that she's put together for your tattoo yet, have you?
I have not. There's two different. So it's artist down at AT Huns, and he has two different styles of these tall hat characters. One of them is more grungy-ish, less, I'm trying to, not as fine lined. It's just a little grungier.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's ones that is a little bit more defined. And I gave her both, and I'm like, whichever one you think would look the best. You let me know, and then I'm down for either one. So, because I like both of them, so I'll be surprised, hopefully pleasantly at noon.
Taking a risk. All right. Maybe she'll have both lined up for you.
Maybe,
and you can just choose from both pieces that you want.
Yeah, I hit her up earlier in the week and was like, "Is there anything else you need from me?" She's like, "No, I'm ready to go." I'm like, "All right, cool." So we'll see what happens.
So I'm reading in a recent article with People magazine, another Marilyn Manson accuser has detailed her experience with him, and it is not good.
No. As more women come out, I mean, he's going to be, I don't know. Police got to investigate and eventually maybe charge him with something. I don't know.
Some of the many things that Manson apparently made her do, forced her into a blood pact where Manson drank her blood and made her drink his blood, and imprisoned her in a glass box more than 100 times.
Holy shit.
And I won't even bring up the other stuff that is stated in this article.
Damn.
Woo.
Yeah, that's not good, guys. Come on.
But going back to Dave, good. I'm glad Dave's son reached out to him.
Yeah, that's cool.
Dave seems to have run a little rough of a life. Don't know anything about him. Dave just started calling in one day. Really interesting fella, to say the least. But he was running on. He was definitely running on there.
All right, we got about 30 seconds. Talk food for Bonnaroo, and then we'll head into our call, comment, and text segment. I'll be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out, Kotter and Marshall Show. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Coming up top of the hour, got another Foo Fighters song because over the next week and a half or so, Monday through Friday, going Foo for Bonnaroo, Foo Fighters song at the top of every hour. Once you hear it, text us the name, 800-394-1061. You'll be in the running for 3-day passes and hotel for Bonnaroo.
So Bonnaroo, the big day for us, looking at Friday, the Foo Fighters are headlining. It is ridiculous, but if you look at the other top acts, I mean, it's all over the place. You got Megan Thee Stallion, Run the Jewels, which is one of my favorite new bands, which I'm super late on, sorry. The Deftones, you also have Jack Harlow, Grace Potter, Primus, Nelly is a part of it, Dashboard Confessional. Those are just all bands on Friday. And then obviously Saturday and Sunday, you got great acts like Lizzo, Tame Impala, Incubus is on there, Jason Isbell is on there, Lana Del Rey, Leon Bridges, Young the Giant, Tyler the Creator. I mean, this thing is packed. It's just not, the Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
I mean, you got 3 days of great music.
Yeah, I love a festival that does stuff like this. Austin City Limits that I've gone to the last few years, kind of like this, not as extreme as this one maybe, but you get a little bit of everything. You get rock, you get maybe some top 40. Jason Isbell is playing, so you're getting some Americana type stuff. This could be a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, I mean, they probably have at least 100 plus different artists
Easy.
over 3 days. Plus, if you win, you get hotel stay as well. It's going to be hot as hell in Tennessee in September. The last thing you want to do is camp out there because, I mean, there is camping passes, but you want a hotel room with AC during the nighttime. This is the way to go.
It is Foo for Bonnaroo. Listen up, top of each hour, Monday through Friday. Your chance to get qualified. Get more details on the website, rock1061.com. Coming up top of the 7 o'clock hour, taking your calls, comments, and text, 800-394-1061. What have you stolen from work? If you want to remain anonymous, give us a call. We won't use your name. That's cool. Call, comment, and text, 800-394-1061. Your stories after 7. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Yeah, that Bonnaroo Friday night is a lot of fun, man. Kind of going over everything. I mean, it almost seems like they're going to have 2 different stages.
They'll have to.
One kind of more, rap and then R&B, and the other one just rock. Because you got Foo Fighters, and then you can put Run the Jewels, or you could even put Run the Jewels over on the rap stage. Janelle Monáe needs to go over with Megan Thee Stallion. Glass Animals can go to the Foo Fighters. Deftones go to the Foo Fighters stage. It's almost like a versus type situation. But, I mean, that Friday night is ridiculous. I mean, there must be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, there must be 60 artists playing each day on this thing. But it looks really cool.
And I mean, they even got the Grand Ole Opry there on Thursday. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, they're definitely celebrating the state with that. And then Dead Mouse 5 is playing on Sunday. Leon Bridges, Brittany Howard from the Alabama Shakes, Flogging Molly, the Struts. They're both playing on Sunday. So yeah, that's
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun, man. I'd love to go to that.
The lineup looks ridiculous. All right, as Cotter mentioned, we're taking your comments. Go ahead and drop them in. Thank you for everyone who's dropped in your comments already in regards to what have you stolen from your place of work. I think everyone probably takes something.
Yeah, like I said,
no matter how much of an angel you want to claim to be, you've stolen some shit.
Yeah, like I said, when I worked at the gas station, nobody paid for a soda. Nobody paid for snacks. I mean, ever. Ever.
Right.
And this was before, I mean, I'm old, so we didn't have the fountain machine right away. So you'd go back and you'd grab a glass bottle of Mountain Dew, maybe some Snapple.
That's where your love of Mountain Dew came from?
I think so. Yeah, I drank it forever.
My son-in-law wants to go to the Blue Ridge Festival. Looks like a lot more rock artists. Yeah, the Blue Ridge Festival, I think that's up in Virginia. That thing is ridiculous. What up? Good morning, Jeremy. Yeah, let's see. I was just looking at the Blue Ridge Festival the other day. The lineup, they were slowly announcing it. I think Five Finger Death Punch was on there. Let's see. The Blue Ridge Music Festival still has a picture of DMX on their website.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. This is the one that Steve-O is hosting.
Hosting, right.
Yeah, and you got Five Finger Death Punch, Limp Bizkit, Shinedown, Megadeth, Lamb of God, The Ghost Inside, and a bunch of other bands. Cypress Hill, Gojira, Anthrax, Theory of a Dead Man, Kill Switch, Trivium, Rev Run is performing there.
Nice.
POD, Clutch. I mean, they haven't even announced two of their headliners. They've only announced technically one.
I just wish they'd get to Rockville. I just want to know who's playing.
Yeah. I thought they would have announced it. My thought was they were going to announce Rockville in the middle of May. So
right.
I mean,
yeah.
Still could be right, but you think they would be announcing this stuff sometime pretty soon. But yeah, the Blue Ridge Rock Festival, Dave, that thing looks awesome. Really cool. It's 4 days, 6 stages, 180 bands. A lot of people voted on the bands, on what bands would be there. They said they got over 90,000 votes, and they're announcing bands daily. So they're just kind of doing a really slow buildup of all their headliners when it comes to this. So it's in Danville, Virginia.
Why not?
I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. All right, so call, comment, and text now. What have you ever stolen from work? I'll tell the story about a dude who was pretty discreet about it in the beginning. Nobody noticed. Stuff just started missing from their offices and stuff like that. And then he got sloppy trying to sell stuff on eBay and end up getting fired. So I'll tell that story. I'm trying to think of anything major. I mean, everybody's taking pens and stuff like that from work. I can tell the story when I first got into radio and was given the key to the prize closet. That was like, the treasure chest. So I'll tell that story as well. But we definitely want your stories. What have you stolen from work? If you want to stay anonymous, that's cool. You can call in. Don't need to give a name. We'll do that. We got Stone Temple Pilots coming up next. Then, of course, Foo Fighters, top of the hour for Foo for Bonnaroo. And then we'll get right into your calls, comments, and text. Got to swing by Habersham today and get some beer for tomorrow. So Chris Hummer, SAV, will be in tomorrow for Beer for Breakfast. She's bringing her camera guy. They're going to film some stuff while they're here. So I'm going to get, she said she is kind of just a normal beer kind of person. So I'm going to get a normal lighter beer from somebody local, and then I'll get something funky and make her try that as well.
Okay.
She said she's up for whatever.
Well, good. That's what happens when we buy beer. She will get whatever we choose.
Whatever. Nah, she's super awesome. Chris Hummer is one of the nicest people ever. So happy to have her on.
What's Chris's job title? What
I think she's a producer.
WSAV?
She's a producer, but it's like anytime there's it's like a new TV show on NBC where they'll do like the Zoom interviews. You know, even before Zoom was a thing, they would do like the video interviews. She kind of does all of those.
Okay.
But I think her main job is producer. She produced The Bridge. She may still do that. I'm not 100% sure, but a producer has kind of been her main job. Mm. All right, get rid of that. Get rid of that. That's fine. So my wife didn't hear the break yesterday about the podcast with Billy Boyd and Dominic Moynihan.
Oh, okay.
So I told her about it. We were walking through the store. The smile on her face was everything that I worried it would be. Pure joy.
Right.
Utter happiness.
Did you tell her that it starts May 18th?
I didn't.
Oh.
Maybe I should. Maybe she'll get so excited we can have sex that night. It'd be awesome.
Wow.
I'll take whatever I can get. It's fine.
Good for you. You know, looking at this Blue Ridge Rock Fest, I just want Steve-O to host Welcome to Rockville.
Yeah, right? That'd be pretty awesome. Something kind of weird and different because they've never done that where they've had a host before, have they?
Not Welcome to Rockville,
Yeah,
no.
that'd be fun.
They've had like Sirius XM personalities on stage before, introducing bands, but it's only been a few certain bands. But they've never had like an overall host.
What's this? The guy down at the alternative station in Jacksonville hopped up on stage. Tank hopped up on stage a few times at Rockville for certain things. But yeah, be cool if the host like that'd be fun.
In high school, I worked for a CD shop at the Savannah Mall. I would price things at $1 and have friends come buy it. After about a year, they caught on. I was fired. I guess that is considered stealing.
That's awesome, though.
How do you want to work this call-in that we're going to do in like
so we have
4
the story
minutes?
leading into it. So there was the story for it. It was the actors taking shit from movie sets and TV sets. So start with that. So some of that stuff's pretty good. Read some of those. And then mine, my story, I can hold off on mine until the second one about the guy stealing stuff from work. I've got a short one. I can tell if we want to start with that.
We have a couple on the Facebook page, and we have 3 on the chat. We have Andrew. Thank you for stopping in there. We have Bob, Andrew, and Charles stories.
Yeah, Doc gave us 2. One of them way shorter. One of them way longer.
I know Jeremy's got a good story about this. Jeremy, if you don't mind, if you got one you want to share that you can legally share, feel free to drop it into the chat. What we could do is, why don't you start off with the overall story of this, and then go into yours if it's quick. And then
I'll just do a quick one.
I'll do Andrew's after that.
Okay.
And then we could take a break.
Perfect.
Then we'll see if we get any calls. If not, after that, I can use Bob, Charles, and you could do Doc's for break 2. And then we can decide if we need to do a third break or not.
Yeah, I got the I've got the longer story too. So, yep. All right.
And then I will log into ZipWhip as well.
Yeah, nothing yet on ZipWhip.
Nothing on ZipWhip, but people are texting in for food for Bonnaroo, man.
Yeah, they are. All right, got about 2.5 minutes. We'll dive right into this story. Yeah, the kickoff point for this was an article about actors who had taken things from movie or TV sets. I would take everything I can get my hands on. from a movie and TV set if I was an actor. Bring it on. I mean, you guess someone's like, once it's done, it's done. I don't need that stuff. I would take everything. Everything I could.
Everything?
Anything I could. Why not?
If you were playing a role and you had like an iconic thing, like, Harry Potter's wand or something, I would see if I could steal that. But, if it was just like, a full costume from like some period piece, I don't think I need that sitting in my closet at the house, at my mansion.
All right, we've got about 90 seconds. Calls, comments, and texts.
Andrew, that's a great story on the chat. Andrew said he used to work at a sub shop, not Subway, but he used to give a beer delivery guy cases of meat in exchange for cases of beer. He said eventually the work noticed the inventory is off, but they couldn't pinpoint it back to him. So
that's awesome. Yeah, that's a good one to share.
Andrew, those are awesome, man. Thanks for sharing those with us. Once again, Kotter, we'll go beginning story, run through that, tell your short one that you mentioned that you have, and then I'll go into Andrew's Savannah Mall story, and then we'll break after that.
Sounds good.
I'm ready for OPS. I don't know what OPS is.
I don't know. We'll be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out on air and on the stream. If you haven't done the stream thing yet, join the horde, man. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can like, follow, and subscribe. We stream the show each and every morning, just hanging out, chatting it up in between breaks, having a good time. All right, right now, we want to take your calls, comments, and text. What have you stolen from your place of work? Now, this kind of comes from a story we found on BuzzFeed, and it was actors who have taken things from movie or TV sets, like Chris Hemsworth. He has several of Thor's hammer from the Marvel movies. He even got one he keeps in the bathroom.
Nice.
Which, I mean, yeah, if you're Thor, you take as many hammers as you can.
Well, I mean, you don't want anyone stealing your toilet, so, you can't lift Thor's hammer so no one can steal your toilet. That's a great idea.
Chris Pratt took Star-Lord's red jacket from Guardians of the Galaxy. He did so, though, because he'll visit children's hospitals.
Oh, shut up.
Wearing the jacket.
Shut up. He did it to wear during sexy time.
Daniel Radcliffe took glasses from the first and last Harry Potter movies. Neil Patrick Harris took Barney's playbook from the set of How I Met Your Mother.
Didn't watch that show, but that sounds cool.
It was so good, and Neil Patrick Harris is great at that character. He also snagged the booth from the bar set that the gang would sit at in McLaren's pub.
That's a large thing to steal.
I don't know how you walk out with that. Aaron Paul stole Gus Fring's blown-off head.
Oh, that's awesome.
From the set of Breaking Bad, and according to this, keeps it in his living room.
Where else would you keep it?
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't want it in your bedroom. That would be weird. But yeah, the living room, awesome.
So Ryan Reynolds took a Deadpool suit. Of course he did. Andrew Garfield swiped one of his costumes from the Amazing Spider-Man 2 set. Ralph Macchio took Daniel's headband and trophy from Karate Kid. I think that's cool. So what have you stolen from your place of work? You can call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. Very early on in my radio career, I was a morning show stunt boy, the guy who just did all the stupid stuff on the air and ran and got donuts every morning. You
haven't done it for us yet?
No, I haven't. No donut place is open when I come to work. But the morning show got let go. And on the way out, the producer of the morning show gave me the key to the prize closet. He goes, I'm giving this to you. You do good things with it. It was like the treasure chest, man. There was every CD you could ever imagine in that thing.
Right.
My collection of CDs got way better, way quick, because I'd work midnight to 6 on the weekend. Nobody was there.
Like the Grinch's heart, your CD collection grew 2 sizes overnight.
I would go to the prize closet like every Friday night. What got delivered this week?
Exactly. It was Christmas every week for you.
So nice. So nice.
Well, we got some great messages in on the stream of people sharing their stories of things they have, let's just say, walked away from their work. Andrew actually dropped in a great story here. He goes, in high school, I worked for a CD shop in the Savannah Mall. I would price things at $1 and have friends come in and buy it. But about after a year, they caught on. I was fired. I guess that is considered stealing.
Thankfully, he was just fired. It could have gone way worse than that.
Right. Well, if he just gave his friends the CDs,
yeah, that's true.
That's a crime. But
Yeah.
he was just discounting them heavily for his friends. I don't see anything wrong with that.
It's the friend discount, man.
Yeah. I mean, everyone has a guy that you go to for situations like that. Sometimes you just need a discount. Sometimes, just like you and I have like a mechanic guy or an AC guy, he would have been my CD guy.
I like it. All right, call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. What have you stolen from where you work? And if you want to remain anonymous, completely cool. Call us, 800-394-1061. More of your stories coming up. Kotter and Marshall Show, Pretty Reckless, and So It Went. Rock 1061.
We have the strangest person on the stream right now, Nick Gurr. He is he's going off right now. I don't know what to really say. Nick says I would steal and get in armed robberies. Now I'm coked up with stolen phone. Now I'm cooped up. I stole a stick of money from the manager's office.
What's a stick of money?
I don't know. This guy's awesome.
Yeah.
Keep talking. Keep going.
His
man.
wife, though, my boss is coochie. All right. You feel for it. Shit.
Jeremy, thanks for dropping that story. Jeremy said, when I was in my teens, I worked at McDonald's, and well, we all know the popular game Monopoly is so I got curious, started taking a few of extra fry boxes with game pieces on it, and won a few things and claimed them.
Nice.
Jeremy, what kind of prizes did you win? I want to know. Like, did you win cash? Did you win like TVs and stuff?
I remember that Monopoly game when that thing first started. People went ape shit over that, man. It was because they didn't attach them when they first started. They weren't attached to food. They would just give you the pieces.
Oh, okay.
So my uncle knew somebody that worked at McDonald's and would just be like, there's handfuls of them, because they weren't regulated or stuck to things. Now it's like, it's on the food. But yeah, people went nuts over that game when it first started.
I haven't eaten McDonald's in a really long time.
I haven't either. Last time I ate, I bet it's been over a year because, I haven't done it during the pandemic. I bet the last time was before we moved when my kids were still working at the McDonald's on Wilmington Island. So I've easily over a year. It's like I'll hit up Burger King occasionally. Shoot, maybe 3 times since I moved, but hit up the Burger King, occasionally. It's over by my house.
How do you want to work this next break? We're on at 2 minutes.
Oh, I can reset with some of the stuff. Got to go to class. Get it, Nick. Go to class.
All right, so
make the most of it. I can read one of Doc's to kick it off.
Yeah, reset, go to Doc. Then I will do... let's see. I will do Jeremy's story, and I will do Charles's story about trading. So.
Okay.
Actually, sorry, those are kind of close. I'll do Bob, and I'll do Charles here. So do reset, Doc. I'll do Bob and Charles.
Okay.
Yeah, both Charles and Andrew's stories are both about beer. So
okay, I'm gonna do the smuggling the things out of Smith Brothers. It's the shorter of the two, but I think it's the funnier of the two.
Smith Brothers was like a butcher shop.
Yeah.
On what street was that?
I don't remember. In the Landings is what he said here. Right before
okay.
Smith Brothers closed in the Landings.
Oh, maybe that's not the same butcher shop I'm thinking. I'm thinking the one that was down like on Oglethorpe and something.
Oh, right. There's one that was like, what street is that? I know which one you're talking
Lincoln?
about.
Maybe?
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know if that's still there, is it?
I don't know.
I don't head that way anymore. I used to be kind of on my way home when I lived on Wilmington. Kind of would go that way, and yeah. All right, got about 30 seconds.
All right, so if I'm doing Bob and Charles here, they are right there.
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. We are taking your calls, comments, and texts today. 800-394-1061. What have you stolen from your place of work? We came across an article about actors who have taken things from their sets of movies or TV shows, like Jenna Fisher from The Office took the hair clip Pam wore like almost every day.
Well, that's the thing from the show The Office. There wasn't anything good to steal. I mean, what do you steal? A desk? A ream of paper?
Yeah, I mean... Any of like maybe anything off, I don't know. I think anything off the desk that was pranked between Dwight and Jim would have been good.
Yeah, Dwight's bobblehead probably been cool.
Yeah,
Michael Scott's like best boss cup and everything. Yeah,
I think that's about it.
Yeah, not really cool stuff. Though.
No, it's really true.
Yeah, I mean, not like Thor's hammer or anything.
All right, so we are taking your calls, comments, and texts. What have you taken from where you worked? Now, Doc chimed in, and this one I love just because it's so random. Right before Smith Brothers closed in the Lannings, managed to smuggle out 3 whole frozen gourmet ducks, sold them to Marshall, owner of the beer house, without anybody ever knowing.
It's a weird thing to steal, let alone then resell.
What are you going to do with 3 gourmet ducks
to a former bar owner? Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Eat very well, I guess.
Maybe.
Such a weird story. Bob chimed in on the stream. He goes, let's see. When I worked a winter job each year at the Civic Center here in Savannah during ice skating, I would take 10-session punch cards and then sell them on the side to all the regular skaters. He goes, that's probably the only thing I've stolen. But then he immediately followed up with, well, at the register, too. If someone was paying in cash, I wouldn't ring them up, and then later, well, you know. So that's kind of stealing, bro. Charles chimed in on the chat as well. He goes, in high school, a bunch of my friends and I worked for an ice company. I would load extra bags on my truck and then trade ice for beer at some liquor and convenience stores. The best day was 12 cases of beer.
Damn.
That's just a great barter system. Like, I'm impressed.
You're doing God's work.
I wouldn't say exactly God's work. I mean, when it comes to me, man, I mean, when it comes to like jobs I've had, I wish I could have stolen cooler stuff. You know, you think I would have, but the only things I think you could say I've really stolen, office chairs, a couple office chairs, and then like I've never paid for paper. Like printer paper at home, I've always stolen that from work.
I mean, I worked at the gas station liquor store in high school. Nobody paid for snacks and soda. And I had a decent collection of Playboys and Penthouses, and I never paid for any of those.
You monster.
Well, the beauty with the magazines back then, if you ripped the cover off the magazine and you gave it back to the person that delivered the magazines, it was like, I don't know, it was weird. It didn't count as stealing-ish. So I would just do that. I just rip off the cover. I'd put it over there, and I'd just take it home.
You didn't steal cigarettes or beer from the gas station?
There might have been some of that, too.
It just sounds like you stole everything. It's like you first admitted to just stealing a soda, and then you're like, actually, I stole nudie magazines, beer, cigarettes,
No, you said
bars.
beer and cigarettes. I just said, maybe.
You stole everything.
I'm not admitting to any of that.
Did you take cash out of the register?
Never. That was the story about the buddy of mine stealing from them on New Year's Eve. That was not me. I just, it's a bonus.
It just sounds like you had the stickiest hands ever there. You dipped them in honey every day before you walked in.
You got to do what you got to do. All right, call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. More of your stories coming up. What have you taken from work? And I still got the story about the guy who got fired because he just got sloppy. He had a nice thing going until he didn't. More of your stories coming up. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. We got a call. No, that's not us. Never mind. That's hot.
Rhett, thank you for that story. Jeremy, thank you for the clarification on that story. I'm going to share both their stories here. So Jeremy's McDonald's story I'm going to share.
Okay.
And then I'm going to share Rhett's story as well. And that'll be on my side of things over here.
All right, we did get something.
Got some on the chat line.
Salsa Mark. Here back in the Keys, I stole a case of lobsters because I wanted some, and they wanted a ridiculous amount of money for the guy who owed me money for the work I did, and he didn't want to pay, so I stole 12 lobsters.
12 lobsters.
They were good.
We have another text here on the chat line. I don't know if you saw that. When I was a teenager, I worked at McDonald's and would give my friends free food all the time. I had my coworkers giving them all too. Our code word was burnt. They would come through the drive-thru and order what they wanted and say, "I want it burnt." They would end up paying for a fry and got tons of food.
Nice.
Do you see that one too?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to share those two, and I'll share these two?
Yeah.
And then you can end with the story that you wanted to share. Yeah,
Sounds
let's
good.
do that. Good morning, Wanda. Thanks for hanging in there, joining into the fun.
Wanda.
Great stories this morning, guys. Thank you so much for sharing that on the text line, on the stream. We really do appreciate it. Wanda, if you have a story that you want to drop in, we were asking everyone, have you ever stolen anything from work before? Greg, what's going on, man? Greg, you didn't message me your phone number. Please message me your phone number so I can go ahead and mail off your prize. Once again, just direct message the Cotter and Marshall Show page or the Rock 1061 page, Greg, your phone number so I can give you a call and confirm your address. But yeah, guys, if you want to, I sent to Cotter and Marshall. I'm sorry, I must have missed it yesterday. I did not see that, but I'll check again here in a moment. But once again, we're taking your calls, comments, texts in regards to what have you ever stolen from your place of work on the fake book. Let me double check while we're just hanging here for a second. Cotter, how much time do we have left?
We still got a song. We've probably got about 4 or 5 minutes.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 minutes. Still got Quizzed in the Face coming up. Interesting quiz today in honor of Cinco de Mayo yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Jeffe, the new music beta fish. He's going to be selecting between Kings of Leon, brand new song Echoing, or new Nonpoint, song called Ruthless, literally was sent to my inbox at 4:30 this morning.
Greg, I didn't get your message, but I don't see it. If you don't mind, can you just go ahead and message that again? Cotter Marshall page, Rock 1061 page, my personal page, whatever you got. And Wanda, speaking of that message last night that you sent us, Wanda made fajitas.
Looks so good.
They looked amazing.
Damn.
Sean just dropped in a story. He said, my first job was Popeyes in the TA truck stop in Richmond Hill. We used to put the box liner in our pockets and would slide chicken strips and biscuits in our pockets to eat while working. I'd give extra food out all the time. I've stolen car parts when I worked at Advanced Auto Parts also. That's a fun story, too. I'll share that one as well.
That's funny. A-Dub's on the chat now. We've got a few more spots left, then we're going to get into Nirvana, Lake of Fire. We'll wrap up our call, comments, and texts for what did you steal from work. And then we'll get to Quizzed in the Face.
All right. I said I was going to do, let's see, Jeremy's story. I'll do Jeremy, Rhett, and Sean's story here.
Greg, I sent it directly to you or someone who looks like you. Ginger, cute wife. She could do better. Is that you?
I did not see a message come through to me.
Funny.
Let me check.
Damn.
Oh, yep, that's me. I just got it, man.
Just now. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, Greg, I'll call you after the show, bro. Had a snack when you were getting high with the manager before your shift. Sean just commented on he would eat Popeye's chicken strips out of his pockets at work. He would get high with his manager. That's the reason why.
Shit, that's funny.
I'll answer that later. Yeah, Greg, thanks for that. I will get a hold of you after the show. Yeah, oddly enough, on Cinco de Mayo, I did not get I did not eat tacos yesterday. I went to Kayak Cafe. They have a taco bowl that has, I know it sounds like the most dumbest thing ever, with vegan chorizo in it. It is delicious.
There's Whole Foods has got some vegan chorizo that is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that stuff. I mean, chorizo is just, I mean, it's about the spice anyway. You get the spice right, you're good.
Yeah.
But no, I bet that's good.
Yeah, there is a vegan taco bowl with vegan chorizo in it, and it is delicious. I had that in a Paloma, and the Palomas they make at Kayak Cafe, they use hand squeezed grapefruit juice. They don't use like the syrup or the grapefruit soda. It is delicious.
Andrew, at Home Depot, I stole my now wife from some douchebag she was dating. That's good.
I don't think you stole her, more saved her.
We got about 90 seconds. I don't think I've gotten anything but the pork burrito at Kayak Cafe.
That's what my wife did. She got the pork burrito.
Yeah.
I got the bowl, and we just kind of shared.
Yeah.
It was delightful. I was so full from eating all of that food. I went home and I told myself yesterday, I'm like, I'm just gonna stay up and get some work stuff. I had to lay down. I took an hour nap because I was so full. I just could not keep my eyes open. We eat vegan chorizo all the time at home. It is awesome. Dude, seriously, it is.
Yeah, it's really good.
The Kayak Cafe vegan taco bowl, A-Dub, seriously, dude, you would love it.
Got about a minute left.
I had Katrina's Mexican Cantina, some of the most authentic I've found up here in Minnesota, and it's right around the corner from my house. And that's awesome, man. Dude, I'm telling you, I had a friend who was in Vegas yesterday, and they just ordered to-go Mexican food.
Yeah.
An hour. It took an hour.
Crap.
And it's Mexican food.
Damn.
All right, you set up for this break?
Yep.
Okay.
Salsa Mark, McDonald's story.
Yeah, I'm going to go Jeremy with a small follow-up of what he won,
Sure.
and then I'll do Andrew's Popeye story.
All right.
And those are the three that I'm going to do.
And then I'll try to make it quick, the story of the dude who got fired.
Okay.
Leave his name out. 15 seconds. Be right back. Good morning. We are taking your calls, comments, and text 800-394-1061. What have you ever stolen from your place of work? Salsa Mark has always got a story, and we love it. He said, back in the day, in the Keys, I stole a case of lobsters because I wanted some, and they wanted too much money for them, but they're coming from a guy who owed me money for work, and he didn't want to pay me. So I stole 12 lobsters. They were good.
How much is a lobster?
I don't know.
Let's see. I mean, what, $30 ish?
I don't know. You think he did all right?
I mean, and what were people doing where they didn't notice that a whole box of lobsters were just walking away?
Don't question Salsa Mark, man. I got another one. When I was a teenager, I worked at McDonald's and would give my friends free food all the time. I had my coworkers giving them the free food also. We had a code word. It was burnt. They would come through the drive-thru. They would order what they wanted and it would say, I want it burnt. They would end up paying for a fry and got tons of food.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Okay, does that deal still work at any McDonald's?
Just roll through. Burnt? Yeah. I want it burnt.
Have that McDouble burnt, please. I got a great story here on the chat right now. Jeremy says, when I was in my teens, I worked at McDonald's, and, well, we used to play that popular game, Monopoly.
Yeah.
So I would get curious and start taking an extra few fry boxes home with me, and I won some stuff. And then he followed up with, I won burgers and fries and a personal home computer. He said he actually gave that to his friend to have his friend claim for him,
That's a smart move. Good
very
move.
smart move. Rhett says, good morning. When I was in college, the student union had a 27-inch console television. Well, let's just say one of them disappeared and showed up in our forum rooms. We played hours of GoldenEye on that console television. And then Sean, possibly my favorite stuff stolen from work story. He goes, my first job was at Popeyes in the TA truck stop in Richmond Hill. Hill. We used to put the box liner in our pockets and would slide chicken strips and biscuits in our pockets and eat them while working. He goes, I'd give extra food out all the time. I've also stolen car parts from Advanced Auto Parts. I just feel like he was essentially just letting go all of his stolen good sins to us, right?
I know,
there.
right?
You are forgiven. Please know that your soul is saved, Sean. We have saved your soul today on the Kotter and Marshall Show.
So taking your calls, comments, and texts, what have you stolen from your place of work? So we had a guy who worked for us when I worked at a radio station back in Illinois who had a side hustle of stealing things from work, like prizes and anything he can get his hands on, and he would sell them on eBay. And he was doing this for years. Nobody knew about it, and then he slipped up. So part of his most recent contract, he was given season tickets to the local hockey team.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he started selling those on eBay. So the hockey team management came back to us and said, look, we gave these to you, not for him to sell, but for him to use. You need to put a stop to this. So that's when we looked into it. And it's like, oh, I was missing that. That's where that went.
Because your entire sales history, you can
it's all there.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, there were DVDs that we were supposed to give away as prizes. There was T-shirts. I mean, all this stuff we got from record labels, all this giveaway. I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah, his criminal record was bullet pointed on the internet for you.
It's right there. And then so he got let go because he got busted. And I remember calling him. I'm like, dude, you know, I need your key to the office. Can we meet somewhere? Can I get it from you? And he's like, yeah, man. And I'm not mad at you about this. I'm like, why? How would you even closely mad at me? I didn't do any of this. You're the douchebag who stole it and tried to sell everything on eBay.
I love that he still at that point, he was like, I did nothing wrong.
He was in denial.
I just stole goods from my place of work and I sold them on eBay. They weren't paying me enough money. That's their fault.
All right, you can continue the comment and text if you got a story, 800-394-1061. Coming up next, I'm going to get quizzed in the face. This is an interesting quiz, Marshall.
I like to make things different here on the Kotter and Marshall. I don't want it easy on you. So you're going to be quizzed in the face. It is going to be an ancient Mayan temple or a Mexican food/dish. Which one will it be? I will quiz you in mere moments.
If I get any of them right, it is a quizzed in the face miracle. Audio slave and like a stone. It's Kotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
La Lashana Freaky Batty, hello, good morning, watching us on the YouTube. She says, good morning. I work at Victoria's Secret. I would steal and use the clothes and sexy things for my OnlyFans. That is amazing. Good for you. Also, drop the link to your OnlyFans in the chat. I'm not saying I'll subscribe, but I'd like to see what you're all about.
Might linger a bit.
Well, I just want to, no, the thing is I love to support local entrepreneurs.
That's true.
Okay, even if you're not local, I just like to help out people who need some help. Okay, so let me see if I want to subscribe or not.
You're a giver.
We'll see what your monthly fee is, and we'll see if I can afford it. I'll ask my wife. Greg says, Wednesday you talk a lot, read a lot about girth. Thursday you talk about getting quizzed in the face. Friday is getting scary. Yeah, man. You found out the puzzle that is our show. Congratulations. You're the first one. You win a prize. What is it? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Wanda, thank you. Yes, those were fabulous stories this morning. Great participation all around on the Facebook, the text line, and the stream this morning. So everyone hanging out right now, thank you for hanging out. And please continue to do so because here in just a few moments, 3 minutes to be exact, Kotter is going to get quizzed in the face.
What was that?
What was that?
I don't know.
Sorry, I had my headphones on, but I just heard like a huge crash.
And then it like rattled. Go look. Hold on.
All right, yeah. Pause, guys. Our building may be falling apart. Here, as the roofers are back? Okay, I think the roofers are over our head today. Today's the day, guys. Today's the day.
You knew it was coming.
It sounds like they're above our heads right now.
I don't know.
Good Lord.
We knew it was going to happen eventually. The thing that was supposed to take 10 days is taking about a month and a half.
Yeah, Greg was like, yeah, it's the roofers. I sent you that email on the yes and no.
Yep.
Did you get that?
Yep.
Okay, cool. cool. We haven't talked about it.
Oh.
Perfect. Correct. Wrong.
I do that for all of them.
I'm going to move this a little bit so I can see a little bit better. Did one fall through the roof? I'm not saying that'd be funny. Dude, if someone did, trust me, I would grab this camera. We have a camera that goes about 20 feet. I would go see if I could get it on the live stream.
If it could happen like right here.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
That'd be perfect. Well, in the hallway. Because I'm like, something's going to fall on me. Hallway would be great.
Yeah.
If it's got to happen, make it the hallway.
All right. So I have 10 different ones for you. So we'll just go 5 and 5 here.
Yeah, it works. Yeah, this one's going to be tough because it's like you go to a Mexican restaurant and then you look like, all right, this is the chicken dishes. Are all these names? What's the one I can pronounce? That one. All right, I'm in. You go over here, burritos. I can pronounce that one. I'm in. When you go to a Mexican restaurant, do you not order certain things because you can't pronounce them and you're embarrassed to say them in front of the waitress? It's happened before. Totally.
I've done it too.
I was like, I really want that, but I don't know how to say it.
The one thing I hate, and I don't know, I've never been a waiter before.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would hate it, but I think I would hate it as a waiter. I would hate the person who just points at the menu.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't do it.
Yeah. No, I get that. There's been times I've gone to places to where I've really wanted something, knew I couldn't pronounce it, and then I just used the description. Mm-hmm. The chicken dish here that has this. That's
with the Adobe sauce?
Yeah, that sounds delightful. There's totally been times where I'm like, I really want that, but I don't know how to say that.
All right. So once again, we are going to be playing Ancient Mayan Temple or Mexican food / dish.
Bring it on, man. Bring it on. I'm ready.
I was just celebrating Cinco de Mayo yesterday while putting this together. And, you start looking and doing some research on Mexico and Mexico's culture. And,
right.
The Mayan temples they're some of the most visited tourist destinations in Mexico. So once I started looking up the top 10, I love their names. So I had to use it.
All right, guys. Be right back. Good morning. Become part of the Kotter and Marshall Horde right now. You can get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe, of course. You can always listen to the show. You can download the Rock 1061 app for free. You can get us on your in-home smart speaker, or you can check us out at rock1061.com. It is time to get quizzed in the face. Marshall will be quizzing me this morning. And this, I think this is going to be the most difficult quiz yet.
I don't think so, because I gave this test to my wife last night, and she got 7 out of 10. No, actually, I think she got 8 out of 10 right.
All right.
So I think you'll probably do better than you think. So today we are playing Ancient Mayan Temple or Mexican food / dish.
Okay. All right.
So obviously yesterday was Cinco de Mayo, and I pretty much sat down and just thought about all the food I wanted to eat. And this is why this thing exists right now, this quizzed in the face.
Okay, I'm ready. Bring it on. Bring it on.
So we're going to do 5 this break, and then we'll take a short commercial break, and we'll come back with the second half of, once again, quizzed in the face. It's either going to be an ancient Mayan temple or a Mexican food / dish.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, so here we go. Number 1, Chichen Itza.
Oh, that's got to be a temple.
Kotter, that is a temple. Congratulations once again.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay.
All right. So you're 1 for 1. See, you're not doing too bad.
I like it.
Let's go ahead and move on to number 2. We're playing Ancient Mayan Temple or Mexican food / dish, Menudo.
It's a band.
But is it an Ancient Mayan temple or a Mexican dish?
It's where Ricky Martin got his start. I don't know. Menudo. What is a menudo? I'm gonna go temple again.
That is incorrect, Kotter. What is it? No, exactly, Kotter. That is a soup. That's just a beautiful Mexican soup.
Fair enough.
How dare you?
I'm
for
sorry.
Not knowing that.
I've never known.
You're 1 for 2. Let's keep on going. Once again, Kotter's getting quizzed in the face. We're playing Ancient Mayan Temple or Mexican dish. Number 3, Coba. Once again, Coba.
Man, Yeah, it's like I said, it's like the racehorse and country song. Not knowing a lick of Spanish, it can go either way. I'm gonna go dish.
Ooh, Kotter. No, Kotter. No, Kotter. No. Wait. No, it is actually an ancient Mayan temple.
Okay.
Koba.
All right, not doing well.
Who would have thought? You're
Not me.
Not you. You're one for three right now.
Yeah.
Moving on to number 4. Kotter. Is this an ancient Mayan temple or a Mexican food / dish? Panucho.
Food, Mexican food.
You sure?
Yes.
You sure?
I'm sticking with it.
Correct. Correct, Kotter. Panucho is made with a refried tortilla that is stuffed with refried black beans, topped with chopped cabbage, pulled chicken or turkey, tomato, pickled red onion, avocado, and pickled jalapeno peppers.
That sounds delicious.
It actually just sounds delicious, doesn't it?
In.
Hey, would you like that? Exactly. All right, moving on to our last one, then we'll take a short break. We are getting quizzed in the face. Kotter is specifically. You're currently 2 for 4, not too shabby.
Not
Here's
bad.
the last one. Tickle. Or maybe tickle.
It's tickle?
Tikal.
Tickle?
Oh, that sounds good. Let's go with that.
Tickle.
Tikal.
Oh, man. What the hell is that? I'm going to go temple.
Final answer?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
That is correct. Congratulations. 3 for 5. You're not doing too shabby. First half of Quiz in the Face, the ancient Mayan temple, or Mexican food / dish quiz.
I'm happy with that. All right, coming back, we'll get to the second half of the quiz. This is the Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Got a quick call, guys. Let's go ahead and grab this and see what's going to happen.
Rock 106.1, hello. Hello, Rock 106.1.
It didn't pick up. It's still flashing.
I know, but it says it picked up here. Interesting.
Hang up on him. Bye.
It said it picked up there. Weird. Uh-oh.
It's still flashing. Why is it still flash? Uh-oh. Is that a studio issue, Kotter?
Let's not jump to
It stopped.
It stopped. If it works past this, not a studio issue.
Right. We took calls earlier today and everything was fine.
So if it becomes a repeat issue,
okay, it's flashing again.
if this is a repeat issue, especially if it prevents us from doing trivia,
that would be an issue.
That's an issue.
That would stop the 12 days in a row.
Okay, here we go. Rock 106.1, who's this?
I like Pinocha, see?
Yeah, Vic!
Vic, what's up, buddy?
What do you like? What was that?
Pinocha.
Pinocha, yeah. Oh, yeah, it does sound delicious,
It
doesn't
sounds
it?
great.
It's pussy.
Is that what it means?
Yeah.
Are you Spanish? Have you spent some time in Mexico, Vic?
My son's girlfriend's from Mexico, dude.
Okay, there you go.
She's Mexican.
Why did she teach you that word?
I learned it because I was from California, dude. But check this out, man. I never stole, but this one cat, man, my boss, I don't know what the fucking deal was, but his name was Shrek. And this motherfucker got caught stealing toilet paper, right?
Right.
Okay, so my boss fires him.
Right.
Then he hires his ass back. And he was at the other shop there in Savannah. And he had a converter that he had slid around the shop. Like, he'd moved the motherfucker from one corner to another corner to another corner, and finally it disappeared. And they fucking got his ass with it in his car. And my boss, instead of firing him, gave him a fucking raise.
What? Why? Why?
I don't fucking know, dude. But then I caught his ass stealing fluid, transmission fluid.
Right.
This motherfucker's doing side jobs, dude. And I caught his ass stealing fluid. It was at lunch. I look out there, and I'm hearing the pump running. He's filling up a 2-gallon box because at the time, fluid was coming in boxes.
Right.
But it was a special type of fluid. He's filling up a box, and I go in there, and I tell the manager, hey, did you tell homeboy he can get some fluid? He goes, no, why? I said, well, he just took 2.5 gallons out of his car. And my boss fired him again. Fucking stupid motherfucker, man. This fucking dumb motherfucker gets caught stealing toilet paper. Then he steals a fucking converter. My boss gives him a raise. Like I said, gives him a fucking raise. because I guess he gave him a sad story that he was so broke he had to do side jobs and shit. So then he turns around and gets caught stealing fucking transmission fluid.
Wow.
He sounds like a dumbass.
Got fired again.
Vic, you are on fire
he's a
this
fucking
morning.
idiot.
You're on fire this morning, bro. I love it. All right, Vic. We love you, bro.
My son's gonna come up there Friday to get them tickets now.
What tickets?
I thought you was gonna hook me up with some love, man.
I am gonna hook you. I'm hooking you up with 2 total tickets, but I'm not gonna give them to you until the show. Like, show up, and I'll be there, and I'll hook you up.
Oh, dude, you know how hard it is for me to get off work, dude.
Yeah. No. I'm telling you, the day of like the concert, show up at the gate, call me, and I'll get you in.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and buy 1 ticket then from you Friday.
Dude, exactly.
Chris,
I got you 2 tickets. You're our first winner. You're our first winner for the show. I got you.
Hey, tell the weed man to suck my dick.
All right, Vic, we gotta go. Vic. I gotta go. I love you, dude. See you later, Vic. Bye, man. Love you. What the hell? What the hell was that? I know Vic can cuss like a sailor, but no, whoever put in to play that call, it would just be beep. It's totally legit. It's not as funny as that is. It would take me a half an hour to edit that.
Oh my God. Oh. You're so full of shit, Marshall. I'm not. I'm giving Vic 2 tickets.
What happened there? My God.
I'm giving Vic 2 tickets. He has to be at the show. He asked for 3, and I was like, that's too much. Buy 1, I'll give you 2. Vic, once again, we had a managers meeting yesterday. Are we going on right after this?
No, we got a song.
Okay. We had a managers meeting yesterday, and A-Dub, our boss, was like, hey, I heard you say you were giving Vic 2 tickets. You're not doing that. And I go, yeah, I am. I 100% am. And I honestly, I thought about making, too quickly, obviously, because of the pandemic, I was going to make a Vic kissing booth and then give all the money to charity. We wouldn't raise much money, but still, it would be amazing. And dude, we got to take Vic up on stage. Vic is a character of this show. He's not on the chat, but he calls us. He's so amazing. Vic is amazing. We just got to get Vic while he's sober. Drunk Vic.
You can't let him close to a microphone.
Oh no, we're not going to.
Vic cannot talk.
No,
he shouldn't just talk to anybody. But
no, he can talk. He calling in.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
Aaron. Nope.
Well, you're not in charge of that, so too
bad. It's gonna be a call that goes in his file. Oh, Wanda, it's in his file.
It's gonna be the Kotter show soon. Cool, man. All right, have fun. I have to wake up at 5 a.m. anymore. Bye.
Oh man. No, having Vic at the show is a must. I mean, it's a must. Here's the thing.
Oh yeah, he gets tickets.
Here's the thing. It's like you know, with a show like this, I mean, with having the stream adds another whole layer for us because you guys become such a big part of the show. You become characters unto yourselves, and become a backbone of what the show is, and it's really important to what I think we want to do. And Vic, I mean, it's not on the stream, so it's a little bit different, but he is that type of thing. I mean, he's a character who becomes part of the show, and then you kind of get excited about it. So having an opportunity, for everybody to meet Vic, having an opportunity for, at the show for us to meet Wanda and Rhett and Gibby and everybody. I mean, to me, that's cool. So Vic's got to be there.
Trust me. I don't know why you have to explain this. I don't know why. I guess that was only specifically towards our boss. And that's the only time we're ever going to explain that to you. I don't care. We're giving Vic 2 tickets. And that's the end. You know what? Stone Cold. That's the bottom line. Because we said so. All right, guys, we have 2 minutes away. We're going to wrap up Quiz in the Face for Kotter. Kotter, you're 3 for 5.
Doing way better than expected.
Yeah. You thought too lowly of yourself. You know so much more Spanish. It's just like in the back of your brain.
Is that what it is?
You're essentially you're Neo before you know you're Neo. It's in there. Fine, kissing booth with Vic. Jeez. Dude, we're doing it. I think it'd be awesome.
That might be too much.
Well, it is, but
it is.
I think it'd be awesome.
That one's too much.
It's not going to happen, but that would be awesome if we could do a kissing booth with Vic. Too close to pandemic.
Yes. Even when it's not. Oh my! I love Vic though, guys. Oh, I want everybody to meet Vic.
He's an incredible gentleman. Incredible gentleman. All right, five more for Kotter for Quiz in the Face. Top of the 8 o'clock hour. Oh man, Jeffe. We're putting Jeffe to work, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, it's two completely different ends of the spectrum. You've got Kings of Leon being the most alty Kings of Leon they can be with a song called Echoing. And then you've got Nonpoint being the most non-point they could be with a song called Ruthless.
Have you listened to both songs?
Yeah.
What do you think of each?
I like them both. I mean, for different things.
Yeah.
The Kings of Leon, you had Sex and Fire and some of that stuff where it felt a little bit more mainstream-y, ish rocky. This is definitely on the singer-songwriter-y kind of feel for this song. It's not one we'll probably end up playing on a regular basis.
That was my next question. Do you see us playing it?
No, I don't.
What about Nonpoint?
Nonpoint, I can totally see us playing. I mean, It's right up our alley. I mean, the Kings of Leon, we haven't played a Kings of Leon song in regular rotation probably since Sex on Fire or whatever the other one came out after that.
Yeah.
All right, we got about 15. We'll be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Don't forget the 20th anniversary concert for Rock 106.1 featuring Puddle of Mud, Filter, Sponge, and Lilac goes down Saturday, July 3rd. Tickets go on sale tomorrow in about 24 hours on the website, rock1061.com. Also, etix.com. We got more details about that on the website and the Facebook page right now. Gotta continue. Quiz in the Face.
So today on Quiz in the Face, Kotter is getting quizzed on ancient Mayan temples or Mexican food / dishes. Obviously wrote this yesterday in celebration of Cinco de Mayo. Kotter, you were currently 3 for 5 on the first half of the quiz. Not doing too shabby.
No, better than I expected. I'll be honest. Complete guess. I don't know any of this. I'm winging it completely.
No one could tell.
Right?
All right. Let's go ahead and move on. Your first of the second half of the game. Once again, you're currently 3 for 5. Ancient Mayan temple or Mexican dish, Kotter? You're getting quiz in the face. What is totopo?
Oh.
Is that an ancient Mayan temple or a Mexican dish?
Okay, so initially my first reaction was, that is a dish. But I'm going temple.
You're going temple?
Temple.
And you're going wrong.
Damn it, I should have stuck with the first. Oh, okay.
You definitely should have, but I mean, you're definitely... No, Kotter. Too bad. That is a Mexican cuisine, flat, round, or triangular corn product, similar to a tortilla that has been toasted, fried, or baked, but it may be prepared with corn something. I can't pronounce that word. Anyway, totally a food. You're currently 3 for 6.
Yep.
Moving on, an ancient Mayan temple or Mexican dish. What is copan?
Man.
Is that a temple or a Mexican dish?
Go temple.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that is correct.
Okay,
congratulations.
All right.
It's so good. You are correct. Once again, you are playing ancient Mayan temple or Mexican food / dish. What are you, 4 for 7
4
now?
for 7, yep.
Not doing too shabby. Kotter, what is tulum?
Tulum.
Yes, Tulum. Tulum. Is that an ancient Mayan temple or a Mexican dish?
Man, come on. I thought they would be longer. I thought they'd be more than just one word for most of them. I thought I have more hints or things to go off of. I don't. I'm going to go dish.
You're going to go dish on this?
Yes.
No.
Damn it.
No, that is an ancient Mayan temple. Kotter, you are 4 for 8 right now.
Falling apart.
You're 500. That's not shabby. You're not doing too bad. Let's move on. Number 9 of 10 in our Quiz in the Face, ancient Mayan temple or Mexican dish, obviously in celebration of Cinco de Mayo yesterday. Kotter, the word curtido. Once again, curtido.
I don't know.
Curtido. Curtido. Is that a ancient Mayan temple or a Mexican dish?
I'm going to go Mayan temple.
Oh, Kotter. No. No. Kotter, that is a type of lightly fermented cabbage relish.
Oh.
A classic in the Mexican dish family.
As I love cabbage, love relish. Sounds good.
You don't love knowing what that dish is called, though.
No, not at all.
Or the difference between that and a Mayan temple. All right, here's your last one. You're currently 4 for 9. Let's get you to 500.
Okay.
Let's do this, Cotter. You and me. Once again, we're playing Quiz in the Face, an ancient Mayan temple or Mexican dish. Cotter, you're guaranteed to get this one. This takes you to 500.
Is the word just burrito?
No.
Oh, damn.
It's chicharron.
Chicharron.
Yes. Is that an ancient Mayan temple or a Mexican dish?
I really want to get 500, but I don't think I'm going to be able to pull it off. I'm going to go Mayan temple.
Cotter.
No.
God dang it, I fell apart.
Cotter, it's pork rinds. Chicharrones.
I don't know what that is. I don't eat pork rinds.
You've never had a pork rind?
I've never had a pork rind.
You've never walked by, saw some pork rinds, and saw they said chicharrones on them?
No. I've never had a pork rind in my life.
Yes, you had to have.
No.
You've never had pork rinds.
I've never had a pork rind.
Someone buy this man some pork rinds.
I don't. They just never look good.
On the chat, Greg goes, has Cotter never been to Mexico?
No,
Chicharrones.
I've never been to Mexico.
That's the most American.
I'm sorry. I've never had a pork rind.
Oh, Cotter. 4 for 10 today. 4 for 10.
That's good.
Wow.
I love how you thought that was going to be easy at the end there.
Chicharron's so simple.
I'm giving you a gimme.
I thought I was helping you. I put the easiest one last. I wanted to be nice. Be nice to Cotter Day.
I appreciate it. I've never had a pork rind in my life.
Oh my! This man has not lived.
All right, coming up top of the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to talk about rewatching old TV shows. You give me crap about it all the time.
Yeah.
Well, there's a kind of reasoning and or study behind this.
Yeah, you're just depressed.
Maybe that's all it is. And we'll get to Jeffe, the new music beta fish. He's going to select a new song for us. All coming up after 8 o'clock. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Yeah, sorry guys. Never had a pork rind.
People were loving Vic's call. Sean goes, hashtag tell the weed man to suck my eggplant emoji. We haven't heard so on the afternoon show, the weed man, Randy Walden, we used to call him all the time.
Yeah.
We love Randy. And I haven't heard from him forever. I actually saw him tagged on Facebook for the first time in forever. Because I'm friends with him on Facebook, and he hasn't posted in quite some time. So I hope he's doing well. But apparently him and Vic do not get along. But yeah, Vic will 100% be at the show on July 3rd. We can't wait. Greg, you've never even been to Mexico, right?
No.
Oh.
No, I've only left the country once, and it was when I was a small child. I went to the Bahamas, but I don't remember it. I was so small.
Let's see. Gibby, sorry, man. We've been so busy these last few minutes. Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning, Gibby.
Rhett says 4 out of 10. Ouch.
Yeah, that one was not good. I knew I wasn't going to do well because, once again, it's like the horse or the country song. Not knowing Spanish,
right?
Those could go either way. You were just saying random words to me that had no meaning. So,
well, I mean, Greg says 40 percentile. That's failing even in public schools.
I couldn't even pass in Georgia.
Oh, man. And it's Georgia. I thought that was a lot of fun. You will continuously get stupid stuff like this from me when it comes to Quiz.
No, those are fun.
I'm sorry. You're just it's not gonna stop.
No, those are fun because it's just like they're so completely random. That's what makes it fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I almost did Kentucky Derby Champion or Exotic Nut. It got switched to a country song last second, so I don't know. That's the thing that happens when I put these games together. They're high thoughts, but I'm completely sober. So trust me, I'm as surprised as you guys are when it comes up to these things. Someone just texted in. Hi, I hate to say this, but the Royal Blood sounds like Justin Timberlake music.
Really?
I've never thought of that.
Oh. Interesting. I have to go back and I like it. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe. Well, I also kind of like Justin Timberlake, ain't gonna lie. I think he's a very talented individual.
Yeah, Justin Timberlake's talented. I wouldn't say I love his music.
I wouldn't say I love his music. I mean, Sexy Back. You can listen to that all day long.
Do I know that? Did you say you know that I'll listen to that?
No, I said I'd listen to it all day long.
Oh.
I like that song.
I like Cry Me a River.
I think he is one of the best hosts or guests on Saturday Night Live.
Very funny.
Very funny. But yeah, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, I get it.
Wanda says his dick in a box is top notch.
The bit or just his dick?
Well,
I don't know.
I know.
With Wanda, I got a question.
I felt like there was a couple meanings. And we, it was a while ago too. We ignored Tim the engineer.
Is Tim on? Sorry.
Yeah, Tim was on. We did it on purpose, but Tim the engineer popped on. No, I think the phone just had a moment. The phone worked just fine because Vic called in and ended with the classic hashtag tell the weed man to suck my you know what. So, I mean, that right there, that should be, you should take that clip and just randomly play it through the show. Tell the weed man to suck my classic.
That was top notch.
You just don't get any better than that. All right, don't mind me. I'm going to move camera number 3 so we can get a camera shot on the one and only Jeffe, the new music beta fish. Hopefully that will be okay.
Okay.
Sean says, I need to get coffee. I heard Justin Timberlake, but my brain was thinking Justin Bieber. Yeah, go chug some coffee, bro. Yeah, the roofers are now directly over our head.
Yes, they are.
All right, guys, I'm going to switch to Jeffe cam real quick just to make sure we got a good shot of him. Go ahead and move that a little bit. He was just swimming around, but now, of course, Jeffe wants to sleep. So,
yeah, he'll be fine. He'll step it up when he needs to.
He always does his job. It's going to be really sad one day when I, tap the glass and he just dies and floats to the top.
God, that took a dark twist.
Yeah. He's still young. Beta fishes live 3 to 5 years, I think.
Oh, do they?
Right.
Okay.
You know what? No longer than that, actually. How long? I'm Google. It's Marshall Google's thing. It's got time, guys. Let's see. How long does a beta fish live? I think it's longer than 3 to 5 years. Nope, 2 to 5 years. 2 to 5 years in captivity.
Sorry, Jeffe.
And just to be clear, we're on Jeffe number 2.
It's Jeffe 2.
Jeffe 1 died.
Yeah,
pretty quickly.
He was a month.
Yeah,
maybe
he lasted 30 days.
I really was nervous after that, moving forward, that this would become a thing, and by now it'd be on Jeffe 7.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really glad Jeffe 2 is a little sturdier.
Oh yeah, no, I'm happy that Jeffe is. I mean, he's living his best life in the tank. No, of course he's swimming around now that I switched the camera off him. Let's see. Wanda's waving to Jeffe.
No, I will. So here's what we need to do. Here's what I want to do, and here's what we can do with the Vic call or Vic calls. I want to do a promo about the stream where me and you, it's like, hey, join the Horde, get on the stream every morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Yeah,
you'll stop missing stuff like this. And then we play some Vic calls. We play some stuff.
It's just all Vic calls.
That is stream only.
It's just us cussing the entire time.
Kinda. But it's stream only content. Stop missing stuff like this, and we can end it with Vic. Tell the weed man to suck my bait.
Yikes!
So there you go. Huzzah to the Horde.
Yes. Camera shy fish. See, exactly. Look, I'm gonna put it back on Jeffe. He's right back to where he was, but a few moments ago he was swimming right in here. Don't worry, we'll put him to work here.
Two Tides is doing a collaboration with Cherry Street Brewing Company.
Yeah, so Two Tides is going to be celebrating their 3rd birthday here in the next few weeks, and apparently they have multiple collaboration beers with breweries. They did one with Tripping Animals down in Miami. Tripping Animals is a great brewery down in Miami. They're known for their sours.
Okay.
And apparently they did a collaboration beer with them as well. Fish number 2 is stronger because he's on the band workout. See? Exactly. In celebration of my wedding anniversary yesterday, I did not work out. So
that's good.
Good for me. I chose to eat a rather large lunch and then take a nap.
Yeah.
So, good for me. Today's back to the workout.
Yeah. Yeah, yesterday's nap was awesome. Felt so good. 3 hours.
That's not a nap. You just went to bed. Anything over an hour is no longer a nap.
What hobbits have second breakfast, I have second sleeps. Today, I don't think I'll be able to do the nap because I've got the tattoo at noon.
Mm-hmm.
By the time I get home, it'll be 3 o'clock. I probably won't lay down. All this shit, by the time I get home, it'll be later than 3. So I don't think I'll take a nap today.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of work stuff to do workouts, and then I host bingo tonight at the Draft Room in Berwick. So at 7 o'clock.
So I brought up how I might head down to up to Westbrook on Saturday because Mexican Cake gets released.
Yeah.
So then I started thinking, well, it's my weekend, and I really don't have anything else on this Saturday. It'd be nice just to kind of hang home. So the other option would be pick a day midweek, literally leave when the show's done, go to Westbrook, drink a couple beers, pick up a couple bottles Mexican Cake, and then come back.
Wait, why would you do it during the week instead of the weekend?
Because my weekends have been really busy lately, and the next couple after this one, have a bunch of stuff going on. So I don't have really anything this Saturday. So it'd be nice just to not do anything, stay home, and then maybe just go up midweek. But I don't know.
Wanda just shared a great story on the stream. She goes, we made my daughter cry yesterday. As a parent, I take pride in that. She wanted to play the Xbox. Hubby said he threw it away, so I pretended to cry. She fell apart. He threw it away. I can't believe Daddy did that. He is so mean. Classic.
Oh, he normally goes up for it? Nice. Yeah, it sounded like they've released it already, right?
Yeah, so Westbrook Brewing Company, which is up in Charleston, they do a Mexican Cake, which is just like a stout with vanilla and
chili all sorts of chocolate. It's my favorite beer.
It's delicious. Anyway, yesterday they announced that they were releasing the 2021 edition of the beers, and I actually took a screenshot, sent it to Kotter yesterday. And I go, red alert.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go up. I am pretty sure. And I'll probably go up Saturday. My wife's got a crap ton of work to do. I've got nothing else. Fingers crossed my car makes it. It's a 2-hour drive. It's a 2-hour drive there, 2-hour drive back. I should be okay.
Yeah. So you're just going to spend the night?
There's a chance, depending on... there's a chance. I said something to Jake about going. He's got his remote until 1. So they're only open until 6 on Saturday, which makes no sense. And so if we left, we wouldn't get out of here until probably 2-ish. Mm-hmm. So we'd get up there after 4, so we wouldn't have a whole lot of time at Westbrook. So maybe we'll hit up a couple other breweries. I don't know. I may just ditch Jake and go by myself and leave earlier.
Well, you can go up there and hang with Hunter, man.
Oh, I could. I'd reach out to Hunter, yeah. I forgot he's up there.
This brewery is up in Charleston, South Carolina.
Yeah. And they have a lot of really good beers. They do a lot of different stouts. They've got some really good sours too. Their margarita dosa is one of my favorites.
All right, we're about 45 seconds away. Yeah, is that where we're at? Cool.
All right, guys, be right back.
The Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Thank you for hanging out this morning. Get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe. You can always listen to the show. You can download the Rock 106.1 app for free. Get us in your at-home smart speaker.
Why are you laughing, man?
Or get us at rock1061.com. So, for the past month, they've been working on the roof to this building. Finally, they have hit the Rock 106.1 studio. They sound directly overhead.
Yeah, kind of in between this studio and the next one right next to us. It is a little loud, but it's like every little bit, it's aggressively loud noises. Then we get a break.
Yeah. I'm waiting for somebody to come crashing through.
That would be awesome. It'd be great content for us.
I mean, if they didn't land on top of one of us and or the equipment, because I would hate for them to take out the studio.
Right.
But we got that hallway out there. It'd be perfect.
Yeah, if Jake Thompson could be walking down that hallway and he could get hit, that's best case scenario.
All right, so that is a thing right now. Should be fun. All right, so you give me crap all the time because instead of watching new movies or new TV shows tend to go back to what I know and rewatch older things. I've almost wrapped up Head of the Class, recently watched Quantum Leap.
Super proud of you.
I know, right? Well, according to a new BBC report, suggests that people may prefer old shows to new ones because it's more familiar, comforting, and stress-free, especially sitcoms. A few years back, a researcher looked into the concept and found that reports create a sense of social surrogacy and kinship.
Surrogacy? Is that a word?
Yeah.
Okay.
And kinship with the characters. There's an association between favorite narratives and feeling better, which doesn't occur if you're watching something new. And we will just completely end the story right there because there's no point in going on.
Did you read the rest of the story?
Maybe, but there's just no need to go on past that point because the first part just reaffirms what I'm doing.
It essentially says people are scared to view new things because they're depressed and they don't want to have the anxiety of watching something that could be different from what they're used to.
There's that theory. I don't necessarily.
So you're just a depressed person in a normal person's body faking it.
And you're just now figuring this out?
No, I can tell. It's blatantly obvious. Your mood swings in the morning. It's like you're on a new sort of drug I've never seen before.
I probably should be on drugs. I think that would probably help me out in so many more ways than one, to be straight up honest.
But you know what? Honestly, just keep watching The Office. Everything will be fine.
I did like The Office. But it's not what I want to go back and watch.
What?
I know. I mean,
it's one of the most rewatchable series of all time.
I know, and eventually I'll probably get to it. But there is something about the Michael Scott character that I love and just absolutely despise. I think he's funny, and I think the character is interesting to watch. But if I had to deal with somebody like that in real life, it would just drive me up the wall. So it kind of makes me just hate the character.
It just makes you anxious.
Maybe.
Because you would possibly think that could be a possible future boss for you.
And that would be horrible.
Right.
I don't want that in my life.
And you got a lot of anxiety going on in that very short body of yours over there.
I'm bursting with anxiety.
On the stream right now, someone said, sad Kotter is sad.
I know, right? All right, coming up in a bit, we've got Jeffe 2, the new music Betta Fish. He's going to be picking a new song for us. Choices today. Brand new stuff from Kings of Leon. Song is called Echoing. Or just delivered to my inbox 4:30 this morning, brand new non-point. It is a song called Ruthless. So stick around. Jeffe 2, the new music Betta Fish, selects a new song in just minutes. Kotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1. Here's Seether.
So what's after you finish Head of the Class? What's your next show? What's your next show that you're going to rewatch for like the third or fourth time?
You know what? I don't know. I honestly don't, because I just stumbled across Head of the Class after we got HBO Max and realized it was there. So I didn't intend on watching it, but then as soon as I saw it, I was like, I'm going to rewatch that. So I don't know. I'll probably dig through HBO Max and see if there's anything else like that. Just kind of forgotten TV shows from the past. See if something I can watch. So. I mean, we are watching the third season of, the one that was on HBO with the island and the robots.
The island and the robots.
Yeah, the Westworld.
Westworld, yes.
So we're watching the third season of that. All right, we're watching the third season of that because we hadn't watched it yet. So we're kind of getting into sort of new stuff that came out a year ago.
I think it came out almost 2 years ago. But yeah,
probably.
Yeah, Westworld. I love Westworld. Last 2 seasons have been kind of weird.
Yeah,
out of the 3.
3, right?
Yeah. But no, Westworld's good. Still on Vikings, man. I mean, there's 6 seasons and 90 episodes. So it's not like it's a thing you can get through in a weekend.
Yeah, I get that.
All right, guys, up next, we're going to do Jeffe, the new music Betta Fish. You're going to hear some clips, well, not on the stream, on the air you will, of Kings of Leon and Non-Point's new tracks. And then Jeffe will choose a new music song for you guys to hear that you can hear if you stream us at rock1061.com. And then after that, we play trivia. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Charles says, I can't watch The Office. It reminds me of my days in corporate world. Makes me uncomfortable. It reminds me of all those sad people and their pathetic lives. Damn.
Yeah. I mean,
Charles with the bullets this morning.
I mean, like I said, there are some things I obviously really like about The Office. I do think it's a good show. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. The Michael Scott character, though,
that's weird. That's
grating.
That's the reason why you're not watching, but that is the reason why the majority of the people who watch The Office watch The Office.
Yeah, he's so
hilarious.
Unlikable. It makes it hard for me to watch.
That's the entire thing. Everyone else on the show is very relatable and funny, and then he is the unlikable but hilarious portion of that show.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's the reason that kind of like takes you away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Gibby says, I hope Jeffe picks Ruthless. Me too, man. The way Kotter was describing both the songs earlier, I kind of want to hear Non-Point, but obviously it's up to the fish. We let the fish make those choices here.
Well,
he's in charge.
It's
his boat now.
We can stack the deck a bit. Normally, he goes right.
Well, I mean,
normally.
Well, normally.
So the second song,
he went left last week.
I know, but I'm still going with the odds. So I did put Non-Point as the second song on the right side of the tank.
Son of a bitch.
Just saying. Normally he goes right.
Fish's brains are very tiny. Man. You can't do that to him. Chicharron. I can't believe you didn't know pork rinds. That's so funny.
Yeah, no idea. All right, guys, be right back.
Never had a pork rind?
Never had a pork rind. Should I bring some in tomorrow so I can try them? I'll get some pork rinds. We'll try them live tomorrow. Be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Now, of course, we've got our 20th anniversary concert. It's going down Saturday, July 3rd, Trustee's Garden in Savannah. This is an outdoor event. Got to walk the space. It holds what, like 6,000 people?
Yeah, it holds a lot of people.
It's massive, and it's perfectly built for a concert because where we're going to set up the stage is at the bottom of this sloping little almost natural amphitheater where you can just kind of sit down and it's almost like stadium seating right in front of the stage. It is perfect.
So tickets go on sale tomorrow for our 20th anniversary show featuring Puddle of Mud.
Yep.
Filter, who I'm very excited about. I cannot wait to sit down and talk to Richard Patrick of Filter, see what he's been up to. Obviously, his history is incredible. I want to go through his entire career. A Sponge, and then local band Lilac will also open the show. So we have 4 bands all day, 4th of July weekend. Tickets are on sale tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., rock1061.com.
You can also get them at etix.com, and the first 500 general admission tickets are just $25. So save yourself some money. Get them when they're at their cheapest. Buy them tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Once again, rock1061.com, etix.com. It is the 20th anniversary show. If you want more details, you can hit up the website now, rock1061.com. It is time for Jeffe 2 to get ready to pick some new music. Up first, got a brand new song from Kings of Leon. They got a new album out called When You See Yourself. Came out in March. New single is called Echoing. Like I said, very Kings of Leon-y. It's definitely a singer-songwriter type of vibe, that alt kind of vibe to it. I mean, I like the band, nothing against it. It's just not, what we maybe were used to when they released like the Sex on Fire and stuff like that in the past.
I agree, but this next song apparently is a banger. I have not heard of it, heard good things though. Let's check it out.
It's brand new stuff from Non-Point, first new song in 2 years. It was featured on AEW's Blood and Guts last night, so if you watched it, maybe you caught it. Song is called Ruthless.
It's a banger.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm down, man. So it's up to Jeffe 2 to decide. He will do that next. Are we going to hear Kings of Leon? Are we going to hear Non-Point? It's up to the fish. Jeffe 2 is on the way. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
They are now directly over our heads.
Right above us.
I don't know if you guys can hear the roofers right now, but it's ridiculous. And Wanda, no, Kotter has never had pork rinds. She goes, what the holy fuck?
I'm gonna get some today. I will not try them. I will try them live on the stream. We'll eat some with Chris Hummer for beer for breakfast.
Perfect. Sean actually says, I'm going to send you some from Minnesota. Spicy dill pickle, Korean kimchi. Dude, send me those.
Dude, this song. Yeah, send her to the station.
Pineapple and heyo. Yeah, thank you for checking on her. Oh, yeah. Damn. All right, guys. Yeah. Kotter's never had pork rinds. I don't know how we missed this. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy.
I don't know. I've always thought they've looked disgusting. And I'm just like, nah, I'm good. Don't need those.
They're fried puffs of pork fat.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I just never thought they looked,
And in most of the times, they're seasoned. They could be hot, mild. There are regular ones. I don't think those ones, they're not my favorite, so I usually don't get them. But yeah, I probably do pork rinds. I wouldn't say I eat them a lot. I'll say 2-3 times a year. There's like a bag of pork rinds in my house.
Right.
All right, here's Jeffe. Look, he's swimming around right now. Getting his exercise in for the day. Just like the roofers above our heads right now. Unbelievable. They're so loud.
Yeah, they are.
Rhett goes, I can't hear them. Thank God.
That's good.
Yeah, you guys are getting saved from having to hear I mean,
It's really effing annoying.
it's like
guys.
someone banging on your bedroom door right now. Just hammering it. All right, we'll come back to Jeffe here in just a few moments. Jeffe is going to pick a new music song for us. We do that every Thursday. We bought a fish because we thought it was funny last year, and then we decided, well, we have to feed him and keep him alive, or that's just a bad look. So now he's a bit on the show. So in case you were ever wondering. After this, we'll do Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia. Another $25 gift card to River Dog Brewing will be given away to the first person to call in and play against one of us. Cotter, you played 2 days in a row, which I think is a record.
Yeah, I played a lot this week, I feel.
I think you played, let's see, today's Thursday, so you played Monday and Wednesday. Oh, you didn't play 2 days in a row, but you played 2 out of 3,
right?
Which is, once again, very good.
Yeah.
So I'm just anticipating playing today, but I do have trivia all set for you.
Perfect.
Just in case they choose you. So we'll do that to wrap up this hour. Next hour, we've got some old myths. We're going to talk about some old myths that people think are true, which turns out are not. And then we'll wrap up the show with Marshall's Music News. Obviously, Friday is a big show. We have Fire Away Friday. We have Beer for Breakfast with Chris Hummer from WSAV. You said she's bringing her cameraman, but I don't know why is she bringing her cameraman.
Shoot a piece on us.
Oh, she's just going to. So should we dress nice? What should we wear?
Well, that's what we've already talked about. I'm vesting up tomorrow.
No, I think we should wear matchy tuxedos, like stepbrothers.
I'm vesting up.
You're
tomorrow.
vesting up?
Yeah. No, they're gonna. It's to film. Yeah, to film something about us.
Okay, I'm gonna wear a headband. I'm gonna wear my All Elite headband.
So, but yeah. So I ran into her at Ben's about a month or so ago and kind of brought up Beer for Breakfast in passing. She said, yeah, and she wants to try to set up. She's trying to set up, or wanted me to try to set up an interview. We run Bobby Bones on Bob 1069. So I'm trying to set up that for her. She really wanted to do that, and she's like, I should come in and do a piece on you and Marshall. I'm like, yes, you should.
Yeah.
So then when I brought the Beer for Breakfast thing, she's like, can I bring my camera guy? I'm like, yes, you can.
Sean. Now the tuxedos seem a little fucked up. Yeah. God, I love Step Brothers. Gibby, yeah, funny enough, so we are doing our very own hot sauce. The label is currently getting worked on. That's what I've been told. I have not seen anything yet.
Yeah.
But I was talking to our graphics guy, and he is currently working on the label for our hot sauce.
Rhett, go Dumb and Dumber with colored tuxes. It's funny you mentioned that. At one point in time, we had those.
Yeah, I still got mine.
I don't think I still got mine.
Didn't make the move?
Probably not. But yeah, we had those because we wore them. It was Pop Evil when they played Hardyville.
Yep.
Music Vault, and it was our Halloween show.
Mm-hmm.
Weed Man Randy Walden, throwback to earlier in the day, dressed up as a big penis.
Maybe that's why Vic told us suck his dick. Wear an EBI shirt. I have my EBI shirt here at the radio station. Well, I have one of the 3. The other 2 are at home. And then my hat's at my house too. But we still have your hat. I don't know if you could tell or not, Charles. It's still up there on Cotter's head on the old work release program sign. Thank you for that gear again.
All right, so we got one more commercial to go, and then Green Day, and then Jeffe will decide.
What Green Day song are we playing?
Welcome to Paradise.
I want to see them live again. I mean, it's been such a long time. They throw such a great show.
I only saw them the one time. It was on the American Idiot Tour, so it was.
Oh wow!
It was a minute.
it was 15 years ago, man.
My Chemical Romance opened up on that show.
Yep, they did.
That was such a good show.
Was that one in Peoria that you saw? Yep, I saw that one too.
Yep. Yeah, they were one of the best live bands I've ever seen. They're just incredible live. So yeah, the Hell Mega Tour. Excited to see that.
Yeah, Weezer, Fall Out Boy, and Green Day. That's a super cool show.
Yeah, I've never seen Fall Out Boy. Weezer's great. Saw them on the Foozer tour when they went on the road to Foo Fighters. Did a road trip to that one. Where did we see them? Was the University of Illinois in Champaign?
Yes. Yep. Saw them there. And I've seen Weezer so many times. They're so good live.
Yeah.
In music news today, we're not doing a story about Weezer. I wish we were. But it's Sean Morgan of Seether recently got married. So we'll talk about him. STP, or more specifically Scott Weiland, he is getting a show done on him.
Okay.
Which is really interesting, talking about his passing and kind of what happened with that. That's going to air on the Reels channel. And then Godsmack, they're working on new stuff down in Florida. Although they're from Boston, you think they would do something closer to there. But nope. They're doing a new album in Florida, and I'll talk about that. So that's what we're talking about in Marshall's Music News here in about an hour or so from now.
All right, an hour ago from Adam Schefter, the Green Bay Packers have begun exploring quarterbacks that they can add to the roster for upcoming organized team activities and training camp per sources. Their inquiries could be in part because Jordan Love currently is the only other quarterback on the roster aside from Aaron Rodgers. Let's see. Anything else for the future?
You know who they should hire? Who they should get?
Who?
Jay Cutler. He's retired right now, but I think Jay Cuddy and Aaron Rodgers on the same team. Talking about stepbrothers. What if they both hit the field at the same time? It'd be amazing.
One source says the Packers search is branched out to include veteran signal callers as well. So there you go.
Oh, there's Chris Wagner. What's up, dude? He goes, the Packers should trade for Minshew. I agree. Chris is a Jags fan. He's a big time Jags fan. So I get it.
Rhett, I'd love to see Bare Naked Ladies live. I bet they would be fantastic. Yeah, I've never seen them. I bet they'd be a lot of fun.
I saw them a couple years ago. They played a show down in St. Augustine that I went to with Colin Hay.
Okay.
Men at Work. So
yeah, I bet they'd be a lot of fun, man.
They're really good. They're like the most Canadian band ever because they kicked out the fat guy for doing coke. And they're like, oh, sorry about that. You can't be a part of this band. No coke. Like, you're the Bare Naked Ladies. Do a little coke. Didn't like that guy. I think what was his name? Steven something. I was gonna say Percy, but that's the dude from Journey. Oh, we got enough time. It's gonna be Marshall Google something. Who's the Bare Naked Ladies guy?
I couldn't tell you any of the names of any of the Bare Naked Ladies.
Chicken to Chinese, the Chinese chicken. That's the only thing I remember. Bare Naked Ladies. Is that a guy?
Is
that a name?
From 1 week, I think.
Bandmates.
It's a line in the song.
Stephen Page.
Would never have got that.
Close. I had the first letter right.
All right, guys, be right back. Every Thursday at this time, we've got Jeffe 2, the new music beta fish, to select a brand new song for us. I like his choices today. 2 completely different songs. One is a brand new tune from Kings of Leon. It is called Echoing. The other is the latest from Nonpoint. It is their first new song in 2 years, featured on AEW's Blood and Guts just last night. New song is called Ruthless. It is now time for Jeffe 2 to decide which song we play.
So here's what's going to happen. Jeffe is currently on the live stream. If you're watching our live stream, you'll see that he's just swimming around the tank right now. On the left-hand side of the tank will be Kings of Leon and their new song. On the right-hand side will be Nonpoint. I'm going to give Jeffe the signals, give him a little tap of the glass here. Hey, buddy, get to work. All right, Jeffe is off. Currently in the middle of the tank, veering a little bit to the left, which is Kings of Leon. But wait, he's thinking about it. He's thinking. He is moving. Jeffe is going. He was going left. Now he's going right.
I've lost Jeffe. I can't see him.
It's a hard decision for him. He is, definitively going right today. He is choosing non-points ruthless.
This is good stuff, man. First new song from the guys in 2 years. If you're a fan of AEW and you caught Blood and Guts last night, you probably heard it. Thank you, Jeffe, too. The choice is non-point and ruthless. Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
Charles, Steve Percy is from Rat. Yeah, I think I said Steve Perry. Steve Perry's from Journey, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Steve Percy, yes, is from Rat. Yeah, the new non-points is apparently jamming. Sounds pretty cool. Definitely sounds like a wrestler. It could be some guy's intro theme song.
Totally.
Non-point puts on an amazing live show. We agree. I've seen non-point shit, dude, like a dozen times at least. Every time I saw Seven Dust, non-point was there. Essentially, it was a package deal. Like you couldn't book Seven Dust without non-point, or maybe the other way around. I'm not for sure. All right, currently the Jeffe choice is getting played on the air. I always give Jeffe a few seconds to kind of get his bearings in the tank.
I get that.
'Cause I always think he's using his little fish brain to think what song he wants. So that's why when he veered to the left at first, if he would have stayed there for maybe 2 or 3 more seconds, we would have been playing Kings of Leon. But he jetted to the right-hand side and then just kind of floated down. Like he didn't even swim. He just kind of laid down on the right-hand side. And that's why we chose, or that's why he chose non-point today. You know what they say. I mean, like, you never want to rush art, so you want to make sure to give Jeffe his time to make a little magic in that tank.
He's an artist.
Hey, he is. He absolutely is. He sleeps most of the day.
Yeah, he does.
He gets fed. He has a good life.
All right, we got about 90 seconds. We'll set up Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia? Brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard.
I need to get my trivia up. Here we go. Trivia today, I have 1, 2... Oh, I only have 2 multiple choices. Some people would say that's difficult then. Some people I would say is you.
Yeah, multiple choice, because usually the multiple choice they're multiple choice for a reason. They're not necessarily something you know right off the top of your head, 9 times out of 10. So that means now I have choices, which makes it obviously harder because I stress out over which one to pick.
Yeah. Heliana Marie, she just says join. Okay, cool. Join the Horde?
Join the Horde.
Technically, you are part of the Horde if you're just hanging out with us. So just heads up.
You're there. You're in. Yeah. There's no initiation. Maybe there should be. Maybe we'll get to that.
We'll just beat you into the club emotionally, not physically.
No, that's true.
We just make fun of you for a good 3 minutes. We essentially roast you. All right, guys, we're going back on air here in just a moment. Are you smarter than a community college dropout trivia? Boom.
Perfect.
The panel just changed.
We'll be right back, guys. Big thanks to Jeffe, too. The new music Beta Fish selecting Ruthless. Brand new stuff from Non-Point today. I dig that tune, man. You're probably going to hear it here on Rock 106.1. I think they're going to continue to play out on AEW. So if you like it, watch AEW. You can listen to it there.
It's a good tune.
It is good. All right, right now it's time to play Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? Round of trivia brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery out of Beaufort.
7 questions, 60 seconds. The first person to call in, it doesn't matter whether you beat us or win against us, which would be the same thing. Win or lose or tie against us. That's what I was trying to say. It doesn't matter because if you're the first person to call in at 1-800-394-1061, we're just going to give you a $25 gift card to River Dog Brewing. So once again, call us up, 1-800-394-1061. The first person to get through, you get to play trivia against one of us, and no matter what, you win something.
Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? Brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. Coming up next, Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Andrew, that's a cool story, man. Once again, we're just waiting on our call. If any of you guys want to play, Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia against one of us, feel free to chime in. Hopefully sooner than later, because I have to go pee.
Oh, man. I feel this is the calm before the storm. They've been quiet-ish for a little bit now.
Oh, the roofers?
Waiting for, like, the jackhammer to come out.
Yeah. Maybe someone went up there and scored them with a water bottle or something. Andrew goes, I'd call, but I obviously suck at trivia. Feel free to call in.
My kid, damn it, I was sitting down for it. With the baby, I simply mentioned how hard it was. Because you're big. God damn. Oh. Top of the 9 o'clock hour, I got a list of like old myths or wives' tales that I think, you know, we at least probably believed in several of those at one point in time or another. So we'll run down those. Then, of course, wrap up the show with Marshall's Music News.
All right, I'm going to run and use the restroom.
All right, man. No worries. All right, so beer for breakfast. That's coming up tomorrow. We've got Fire Away Friday. Of course, tickets for the big show go on sale tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Rock1061.com, etix.com as well. $25 for the first 500 general admission tickets. Price will go up after that. I believe the next 100 tickets are $35. And then I'll hit our full price once we sell out of those. So get them early, save yourself some money. You can get some VIP tickets if you want. It's going to be a good time. Very, very ready for this. It's long overdue. Oh, man.
It's absolutely unbelievable. Our boss is in the bathroom again.
Are you serious?
He's in the bathroom again.
Does he not go before he leaves his house?
I have no idea.
Does he?
Every time I've tried to use the restroom this past week and a half, our boss has been in the bathroom. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I wish he was on the chair right now. He probably is watching us right now, which is extra weird.
That's probably very true.
Do you need an account set up through etix? Yeah, you'll need an account to purchase tickets. It's super easy. It's actually just better if you just go ahead and set up your etix account, throw your credit card in there, so it's nice and easy to check out tomorrow when you do purchase tickets for the show.
The link is up on the Facebook page event. God damn. I'll go ahead and put the link on the website now so you can get to it there, and then you can make your account if you want.
Are we jumping out of the commercials here?
We can, yeah. We'll have to hopefully get somebody relatively quick if they call in.
Let's give her another shot. We'll figure it out on the back end. Yes, the roofers you could start to hear. Probably.
Yeah, it's awesome. So cool. All right, we got about 25 seconds, guys. We'll be right back. Good morning. It is time to play some trivia. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery.
So go ahead and call us up, 1-800-394-1061. If you call up, first person to do so to play trivia against one of us, get a $25 gift card to River Dog Brewing. So go ahead and call us up. You win no matter what.
Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. Call now and play. Here's Pearl Jam. Rock 1061.
Hey, Mike. It's our third favorite sales manager, Mike. What's going on?
Mises. There are a bunch, I think, in that back room. I think you should have. I think there's like a box of them.
Well, it says we're getting a call, but it's not coming through.
Not yet.
Greg, so someone should play Marshall. He's had too much time off competition. I played on Tuesday. It's been one day.
All right.
All right, the phone's kind of sketchy because our phone call never came through, although it was coming through. That's 2 out of 3 phone calls out of the last 3 where it didn't work.
I really want to be lenient. I really don't want to reset to 0 if we don't have to.
Yeah. Hubby is getting my ticket for Mother's Day. Who am I to deny such a gift? Oh, absolutely.
Nice. I like that. Yeah, so you can get the link now to the actual ticket page. There's a countdown on it. Can't buy the tickets now. There's a countdown on it. You can get it on the event page for Facebook or the Rock 1061 website now. Rock 1061, who's this?
Josh.
Josh, you want to play some trivia?
Yep.
All right, man. Who do you want to take on, myself or Marshall?
Yourself.
All right, here we go.
I love it. All right, Josh, here's the deal. 7 questions, 60 seconds. If you don't know the answer to one of these, go ahead and just say pass. Your time will begin after I ask the first question. Are you ready, sir?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, man, here we go. Question number 1. What is the 2-letter postal abbreviation for the state of Virginia?
VA.
Correct. Question number 2 is multiple choice. How many on-field players are there in a standard Australian rules football team? Is it 16, 17, or 18?
17.
Incorrect. Question number 3. Which river is dammed by the Which river is dammed by the Hoover Dam?
Colorado.
Correct. Question number 4. The Flintstones lived in what city?
Bedrock.
Correct. Question number 5. What popular actor produced the show Entourage?
Oh, damn. Pass.
According to legend, question number 6. Where did the Norse gods live? Is it Valhalla or Mount Olympus?
Valhalla.
Correct. Question number 7. SCOTUS stands for what?
Did you say CODIS?
SCOTUS. SCOTUS. SCOTUS stands for what?
Pass.
Going back, your time is actually up right there. All right, man. You got 4 out of 7 today. Cotter, go ahead and take off those headphones. Josh got 4 out of 7 today. Josh, hang on to the phone line there. We're going to be right back to you. I'm going to go ahead and test Cotter.
I'm ready.
Are you smarter than a community college dropout trivia? Brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. Cotter, are you ready?
Bring it on.
All right, here we go. Your time will begin after I ask this first question. What is the 2-letter postal abbreviation for the state of Virginia?
VA.
Correct. Question number 2. How many on-field players are there in a standard Australian rules football team? Is it 16, 17, or 18?
Holy crap. 17.
Incorrect. Question number 3. Which river is dammed by the Hoover Dam?
Oh. Colorado?
Correct.
Holy shit.
Question number 4. The Flintstones lived in what city?
Bedrock.
That is correct. Question number 5. What popular actor produced the show Entourage?
Oh, crap. Mark Wahlberg.
That is correct. Question number 6, according to legend, where did the Norse gods live? Valhalla or Mount Olympus?
Valhalla.
That is correct. Question number 7, SCOTUS stands for what?
The Supreme Court of the United States.
That is correct. And that is time and all the questions. You got 6 today, beating Josh 6-4.
Good matchup, sir. Good matchup. And of course, regardless, you are scoring a $25 gift card for Riverdog. So that's awesome.
That's what's up.
All right, man. So here's the deal. Cotter's going to grab your phone number. We're going to go ahead. Oh, we got it already?
I got it. Good to go.
All right, man. We'll call you right after the show, and we'll get you set up with that.
All right. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Josh. All right, let's go ahead and go over correct answers real quick. What is the 2-letter postal abbreviation for the state of Virginia? That is VA. How many on-field players are there in a standard Australian rules football team? That is 18 players.
Holy crap.
Which river is dammed by the Hoover Dam? That's Colorado. The Flintstones lived in Bedrock. What popular actor produced the show Entourage? That would be Mark Wahlberg. According to legend, where did the Norse gods live? That is Valhalla. And SCOTUS stands for the Supreme Court of the United States.
All right, we're going to play again tomorrow at 8:30. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? It's trivia brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. Rock 106.1.
All right, guys, Cotter's going to edit that up. We're going to kill the audio for just a few moments. We'll be right back. I'll be on the chat with you telling you records.
All right.
Back on the stream. Cotter, you actually have played, today's Thursday. You've played 3 days in a row. I played Monday.
Oh, wow.
You played Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay.
You've won each time. So
I thought I lost one of them.
No, you did not.
Was it last week then?
That was last week.
Oh, okay.
So your record
this week.
You're pushing your record closer and closer to mine. Cotter is currently at 12 wins, 6 losses, and 2 ties. I currently stand at 16 wins, 3 losses, and 5 ties. So overall, show records pretty damn good. We were right around. Let's see. We're getting close to 30 wins. If you want to go ahead and average, like 30 wins, 10 losses, and 10 ties, kind of combined between the two of us. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good average.
Ain't gonna lie, guys. It's really annoying right now with the guys above us. I know they're doing their job. That's cool. But damn.
Yeah. Yeah, it is slightly annoying.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So like we said, next up, go fight them on stream. Next up, we're currently playing back the trivia that you guys heard live on the stream. Right now, we're playing that back on the air here locally at Rock 106.1. Next up, we talk about Old Miss. We found this story where there's Old Miss that people just think are true. And honestly, when I read through the list, I was like, oh, I thought that was true. Oh, I thought that was true.
I know, right?
Oh, I thought that was true. So we're actually going to debunk some myths that we all thought, honestly, were true. We'll do that at the beginning of the 9 o'clock hour. And we're going to wrap up the show with Marshall's Music News today. Stories on Scott Weiland, Sean Morgan of Seether getting married, and then Godsmack recording a new album. So that's how we wrap up the show. And then obviously tomorrow is quite busy. Our show, 20th anniversary show. You ever heard of it? We've been talking about it all week. Puddle of Mud, Seether, not Seether, excuse me. That would be awesome to see that part of it. Puddle of Mud, Filter, and Sponge and Lilac local band. All doing a show for us. July 3rd over at Trustees Gardens. That show goes on sale tomorrow. So make sure you're getting ready to buy those tickets.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, man. I cannot wait.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I got everything moved around because of the Jeffe camera. Let me move Jeffe's camera back.
Yeah, sorry there. I was so impressed that I got that. I swore. I did not expect to get that one at all.
Obviously. All right, guys, let's go ahead and answer the internet game we play here at the Cotter and Marshall Show. In between breaks.
Got a call.
Let's take the call. Let's see what's going on. Maybe it's Vic again.
You can only be so lucky.
Tell the weed man to suck his beard. Maybe it's the weed man.
Rock 106.1. Hello, who's this?
Hi, my name is Jackie Cruz, and I was just listening to Are You Smarter Than a College Dropout?
Yeah.
And they got one of the trivia questions completely wrong.
Which one was it?
The one that said, where do the Norse gods live? They asked if it was Valhalla or Mount Olympus.
Yeah.
It's neither.
Ooh.
Oh, tell us
They
more.
live in Asgard.
Oh. We do an off-air segment called Marshall Googles. I think he's going to Google right now.
Where do
I would have said Valhalla anyway. I would never have guessed Asgard.
Gods live.
No, Valhalla is one of the afterlives. When you die in the Norse belief, Freya gets the first choice, and you go with her, and I can't remember what it is. Odin gets second choice, and that's where the dead live.
Oh.
Usually those who have died in battle with honor.
It actually says here.
Valhalla is not where the gods live. They live in Asgard.
Yeah, it actually says Asgard here. So
there you go.
So I use a trivia service for my questions, and they said Valhalla. So I apologize. But I mean, if it means anything, it definitely wasn't Mount Olympus.
I just wanted to make sure you guys got it right.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for calling in and correcting us on it.
But here's the deal. I mean, the segment is called "Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout?" We are sort of dumb. So if anything, we're on brand.
We're very much on brand.
Yes. All right, we love you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for correcting us.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Yeah. I love our listeners.
that. I love that.
Correct us.
I got nowhere to show that. But no, you do bring up a good point. it is, are you smarter than a community college dropout? You can only expect so much.
Yeah, I mean, and for the most part, I feel like we've been essentially flawless in our trivia questions. But yeah, that's my bad. I wrote that question.
Dude, I would have said Valhalla if you wouldn't have given me answers.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say anyway. Yeah,
I mean, I've been watching Vikings, and all they say is Valhalla. I think they said Asgard a couple times.
Right.
Maybe. But I think it's Valhalla most time.
That's funny.
I was about to get into something, and now I don't know. This question. Yeah. All right. So once again, we answer the internet during the breaks here of the Kotter and Marshall Show. Let's go ahead and answer it. And please, everyone on the chat, feel free to drop in your answer. Which group is worse? The people who clap during a movie or the people who clap when the airplane lands?
Oh, clap when the airplane lands.
I hate those people.
I mean, it's like if you're in a movie and you get caught up in the moment. I mean, you go to Avengers and you got everybody there. You're seeing these movies for the first time. You're going to applaud. You're going to cheer. You're going to have some fun with that. I'm completely cool with that. I don't need applause when the airplane lands. I mean, cool. We all arrive. We're all alive. Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, the people who clap in a movie is because they're having a really great time.
Yeah.
The people who clap at the end of an airplane ride, they were expecting to die. And they were just like, I lived. All right. Cool. Like, for sure, the people on the plane are way worse. Once again, guys, answer the internet here. Which group is worse? Do it in the chat. The people who clap during a movie or the people who clap when the airplane lands?
Now, if you go through a traumatic experience with the airplane and it's, a miracle you're landing alive, then I think the pilot deserves a round of applause. But that is such a rare and unheard of situation. Still, you just landed? Nah, don't applaud that.
Chris goes, come on, Marshall. Thor's an Asgardian, not a Valhallian. Duh, you idiot. I don't know, man. I literally, so there's a trivia website that I go to, and I copy and paste the questions, and I was like, oh, that's a good one. And then I even added in or Mount Olympus because I thought Valhalla, maybe people didn't quite know that.
Right. Well, obviously we didn't know it.
Obviously. Jeremy goes, never set foot on an airplane, so my answer would be clapping during the movie. Trust me, get on an airplane. The first person that claps, you want to smack the shit out of. Shut up. Like the plane wasn't going to land. Technically, the safest form of travel is airplanes.
But yeah, it's true. All right.
What do you got going on today?
Getting some ink, man. 3 hours.
You have meetings today, don't you? It's Thursday?
So technically, I have my music meeting at noon, but I'm getting my tattoo. So I reached out to the guy I have the meeting with, and I was like, hey, man, here's what I'm thinking for music this week. Sorry, I can't be on the call at noon. I'm available from about 10 to 11:30. He texts, knowing we do the morning show, right? Or he emailed at 7:30. I'm free now. I'm on the air, dude.
I'm not.
So.
Classic. If you try to do a work call at 7:30 in the morning, I would honestly laugh at you.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I emailed him when I got in this morning and was just like, hey, so it was 4:30, 5 o'clock when I emailed him. It's like, hey, here's what I'm thinking this week. I can't do it.
I think any work meeting prior to 9 o'clock in the morning is asking me not to even try to pay attention to whatever you're going to say.
I think most work meetings are asking me to pay attention to stuff like that. I mean, unless it's absolutely necessary. I think
just bullet point it for me.
Yeah, I don't.
Send me an email and bullet point it. And honestly, I'll get more than that than talking.
If I got questions, I'll come follow up with you.
Yeah. What I'll do is I'll email you back in that same email, and then underneath your bullet point, I'll ask my question.
There you go.
It's very readable, very easy. I love a good bullet point. All right, guys. We're currently in a commercial break. We'll come back. Got a couple songs we're going to play, and then we'll kind of break down some old myths that turned out just aren't true.
Yeah, I think 90% of them, at least at some point in my life.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so today I'm leaving directly after the show tomorrow. Like I'm literally, as soon as I hit stop streaming, I'm standing up and walking away from this building, going straight to my house. My wife's going to jump in the car. She's actually going to drive us to Charlotte. I'm going to try to get a little bit of sleep on the drive up. And then after that, I'll be out, I don't know, adventuring around.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Eating and drinking my way through Charlotte.
That sounds great.
Logan, who was our guest for Beer for Breakfast last week, invited me up to stop at the new, or not the new, but the current Sycamore location. So I'm going to go up and say hi to those guys. Stopping by Heist Brewing and stopping by Wooden Robots. I think those are the three. I was told Birdsong is another great one to stop by. And then there's a couple cocktail bars that I wanted to go have dinner at, have some drinks.
I don't know what it is, but I love the name Wooden Robot. I just think that's
it is
great name. Yeah.
Right? Chris says, only seen someone clap on the airplane once when we flew into Jax during a hurricane. It was pretty sketchy, so I'd say it was well-deserved. Movie clappers are definitely worse.
No, I think if it's deserved, I think a situation like that to where the pilot had to do some serious piloting, give that man or woman a round of applause.
Yeah. All right, so we got a few minutes, right? Two songs?
We've got about 6 minutes.
All right, I'm going to try to use the bathroom for the second time. The first time, our boss is in the bathroom again.
I think you've probably given it long enough.
I honestly, at this point, I don't even know if our boss does actually any work. I just think he comes here and just takes a shit, and then he goes home. Does he do any work? What does he do? Between him and our third favorite sales guy slamming the door while we're recording a bit today, I'm a little angsty, I'd say.
Couldn't hear it over the guys on the roof.
Jesus Christ. People around here. All right.
He shits and golfs.
Pray for my urination.
Godspeed, Marshall. All right, hopefully that goes well. He shits and golfs. That's funny. That's funny, Wanda. I like it. All right, one more hour to go. Been an interesting Thursday, to say the least. Tomorrow, looking forward to the show. Beer for Breakfast, Fire Away Friday. Chris Hummer from WSAV. She is one of the nicest people you will ever meet. I love Chris Hummer. She is just an awesome person. As producer on SAV, does some on-air work, so she's really cool. Excited to have her stop by. I asked her what beer style she likes, because normally we, the people who come in, bring the beer. And I was like, okay, she's, maybe not as big of a beer person as some of the others, so I'm like, we'll get the beer for you. What kind do you like? And she's like, PBR and Coors Light. So not going to get PBR and Coors Light, but I am going to get something local that's light, maybe like Scattered Sun from Southbound or Tybee Island Blonde from Coastal Empire. But then I'm going to get something, either a big stout or something sour, so we can mix it up a little bit so she can have some fun with that. So I'm going to run by Habersham when this is done. Show's done today to pick that up. Hoping it isn't as bad as the gas chamber. Dude, Gibby, you never know. We'll find out, but you never know. It is so loud in here, guys. Oh, it's funny. I'm sorry to bitch. It's not a big deal. Life isn't that hard. I should shut up. It's just funny. All right, so we are playing some Foo Fighters right now. If you're playing along with Foo for Bonnaroo, listen up. Text us the name of the song, 800-394-1061. Your chance to get qualified for this tickets for the Bonnaroo Music Festival, featuring, of course, the Foo Fighters. 3 hours away from getting started on my next tattoo. Very excited about that. I'm going to check out Honor and Grace, Kelly Borders, great tattoo artist, did all my cover-up on my right arm. So now we're going to do something. I guess it was an original tattoo because it was a complete new piece. We didn't integrate anything that was already there. Everything was covered up into the Doctor Who tattoo. But today it's going to be a guy who does an artist. Unfortunately, passed away from where is he from? A.T. Huns is where he's a artist from. He does these kind of tall hat guys that I just absolutely love. There's a glare on it. I apologize, but that's going to kind of be what the piece looks like. So I'm really excited about that. What are you getting on the leg? I just showed a picture, Rhett. I hope you saw that. If you couldn't see it, let me know. It's an art piece or a guy who's an artist on AT Huns. About texting the food fighter. Will it count, though? No, you won't receive a message. There's no kickback on this one, so you're good. You're good. Yeah, no kickback on this one. You'll just text in, and we're going to randomly pick people each time to qualify. Need a place that is superior in piercing. Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know about piercing around here, Wanda. I haven't got anything pierced in a while, so I wouldn't know where to send you there. Tattoos got several options, but yeah, piercings I don't know, unfortunately. I'm sorry. All right, we got about 90 seconds-ish. I'm going to dive into some of these basically old, what you would call an old wives' tale or a myth. I think seriously thought at least 90% of them were true at one point in time. Turns out all of them are false. So we'll go through and see which ones we actually believed, see if there's any you believe. Feel free to comment on the chat as we're going.
All right, guys, great news. First and foremost, I yelled at the third favorite sales manager, Mike, for slamming the door. I said, can you at least try to pretend to give a shit about our show? And he said he's very sorry. He didn't even realize what he was doing. And I told him that's still no excuse. And I yelled at him even further. Also, the bathroom is good. So
okay, good.
I got to pee and wash my hands on my own time. And
That's
I
good.
felt really good about it. What are we doing here?
The myth.
Gotcha.
Got 10 of them, so we'll just split them up. I don't know what they're doing up on the roof, but yes,
Sound like they're raking.
loud.
They're raking that
gravel.
Yeah, that gravel down.
As long as they, in our third favorite sales manager's office, like goop fell through the ceiling. It looked like some sort of sealant.
Yeah, I made the joke about how God nutted on him.
I really hope that doesn't happen across the board and stuff. All right, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out today on the air and on the stream. You can join the Kotter and Marshall Horde on the stream every day, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. As always, you can listen to the show. Download the Rock 1061 app for free. Get us on your in-home smart speaker or check us out at rock1061.com. Now, we came across 10 myths or old wives' tales that at one point in time, I think most of us thought they were true.
Yeah, I believe most of these 100%.
Come to find out, none of them are true.
That's kind of I don't know. I think I would still rather believe that.
So it's Kotter and Marshall myth busting right now.
Ooh, okay.
All right, myth number 1: cracking your knuckles causes arthritis.
I'm addicted to cracking my knuckles.
I've been
addicted.
I've been doing it for years.
Not just like the upper knuckles, like even like the middle, like last knuckle that goes down to your little pointy finger nub. Yeah, that knuckle.
What's your style? What's your go-to style of cracking knuckles?
There's a style.
Well, I mean, you can do like this. You can do this. I twist my fingers.
Yeah, I do everything.
Yeah.
I twist. I push down on the knuckle. I crack. Oh yeah, all that stuff.
Well, come to find out, you will not get arthritis from cracking your knuckles.
Now, it says it may cause weakness in your hands, but apparently there's no proof that it causes full-on arthritis. So does it cause
partial
arthritis?
I don't know.
I'm going to still believe that one.
You're still going with that one.
I'm going to unbust that myth. That one I'm still going to believe in.
All right, number 2. I've heard this kind of just everywhere. We only use 10% of our brain.
Now, let me stop you there. They're specifically talking about us.
Well, then it's not busted. Then it's just true.
Yeah, I think so. But
Now,
apparently we use more.
According to a survey a while back, 2/3 of us believe that one. But even with simple tasks, you're still going to use most of your brain. It takes so much energy that up to a fifth of the calories you eat go toward keeping your brain working.
And that explains why I'm so fat.
Because it just doesn't work.
I'm not really thinking with all my brain.
And I wonder, I'm curious about this one still. I wonder where the 10% thing came from.
I think people made it up just to feel good about themselves.
You think so?
Look, I'm capable of so much more, but I decide to be this stupid.
Because, I mean, I always thought as a kid, you hear the 10% of the brain thing, and you're thinking, ooh, if I can get up to 20 or 30, maybe I'm like a mutant now.
Right.
Man,
Yeah.
Professor X all of a sudden.
I can make $30,000 a year instead of my dad's 15.
Number 3, and for whatever reason, this was brought up around my grandma at one point in time, and she got super weird with this. Dogs see in black and white. So that was the myth brought up. It was brought up in front of my grandma. It was me and some other cousins. We were all young. And she's like, how do you know? Did they take dogs' eyeballs out and look through them? How do you know? She got really defensive about this one. Comes to find out, she was right.
Really? Well, yeah, apparently dogs basically are red-green colorblind, but can see most of the other colors. How do we know this?
I don't know. Maybe they took the dog's eyes out and looked at them like my grandma said.
That's an interesting one. I will believe that one. That one's busted. Let's say that one's busted.
Myth 4, if you swallow a piece of gum, it takes 7 years to digest.
I never believed that one.
That one made no sense because you're just going to poop it out.
Yeah.
It's not hanging out in your stomach for 7 years. I mean, maybe it would take, if it was there, maybe it would take that long to break down. But it's not. You're pooping it out.
Do you swallow chewing gum?
No.
I don't think I ever use chewing gum.
I very rarely chew any sort of gum. But no, that one I agree. That was the one I think maybe on this list. And I'm like, yeah, I never believed that anyway.
Yeah,
Just doesn't make any sense.
I never believed that one.
Number 5, I bought, especially as a teenager, hoping to be able to grow a beard. Shaving makes your hair grow back thicker.
I honestly believe that. I thought that was real. Is it not real?
No. I mean, because it's like, if you did, don't you think, you would just be like Bigfoot at this point in time, right?
They say some people think this because the tips of your hairs feel coarser after they've been cut, but shaving doesn't make it grow back thicker. I honestly thought that was real.
Looking back now, I thought parents said it to teenage boys just to get them to shave because, you
That
start to
makes
get
sense.
facial hair
Yep.
and it's all patchy, you just look like crap. So they're like, hey, you shave it off. Going to grow back thicker.
I remember when I grew my first facial hair. It was a very long hair right here on my chin, and my mom pulled it out while we were driving, and I was devastated. I was like, no! The one hair! It grew back.
Oh,
coarser.
No, of course. All right, coming up after Pop Evil, we've got 5 more myths that actually are not true. But let's be honest. At one point in time, I think we thought most of them were. This is Breathe Again, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Rhett's dropped some of his myths.
Okay.
Gum never digests in your stomach. Yeah, that was one of the ones we covered there. Standing close to a TV will make you go blind. I don't know. It probably wouldn't help with your vision, but yeah, I don't think it'll make you go blind. And then carrots help with eyesight. I honestly thought carrots do help. Do they not? The carotene. Gibby says, I was told that shaving helps open other hair follicles.
Oh.
Explain your bald head.
Yeah, Wando, cracking my knuckles. I've been doing that for years. Like a friend, best friend's parents, like in junior high, were the first one that brought up the whole.
I gotta do it right now.
They were brought up the whole, arthritis thing. He's like, "You're gonna get arthritis." I'm like, "No, I think I'm good. I don't know. Will I? Maybe."
So there's 5 more we're gonna touch upon here in another 2 minutes or so. That's if we don't go deaf from the roofers. Absolutely. I mean, they're banging right above us right now.
It's like they got a sledgehammer just hitting the roof for no reason whatsoever other than to make noise.
Well, I think what they're doing is they're putting in like new roofing pieces, and then at that point they kind of like drill it into position, and then they rake these rocks over it, and they do it like one tile at a time. So we're hearing like 3 distinctive different sounds every single like 5 minutes. It's crazy.
And this is when we're going to start to get like the roof particles to fall through, and we'll have to dust off the equipment.
Cool.
Yeah, good times.
Hey, Rhett goes, I can hear it now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic. All right, got about 90 seconds. We'll be back.
Oh, I just thought of it. We have Torture Tuesday next Tuesday.
Oh, we do?
You're up.
I know.
I have to lay out the torture.
Yeah, we can make that announcement tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it visually could be one of the most disgusting Torture Tuesdays ever.
It will be. Oh, it will be. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
If you're squeamish, I mean, I may not be the only one potentially throwing up. Just saying it.
One more myth. Catch a cold if your hair is wet and go outside.
Yep. I remember hearing that one. Yeah, it's like you look back at these now and you're like, man, it was just stupid. Stupid as a kid. I believed all of it. All right, got about 30 seconds.
great news. We have barricades and we have porta potties for our show.
You're welcome, guys.
July 3rd. You're welcome.
You can pee. We'll keep our boss out of all of them.
We can't confirm that.
We'll be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. It is Kotter and Marshall Mythbusters. We've got 10 old school myths or wives' tales that I think a majority of us bought into at least sometime in our lives.
I believe the first 5 that we went over, man. I believe most of them.
Yeah, I think there's only one on this list that I can say I honestly don't think I ever believed. So let's get back into it. Here's number 6. You swallow 8 spiders a year in your sleep.
I just thought that was true.
I did too, because it was one of those, such a random thing that you're like, okay, somebody's done the math on this. You've read all kind of science reports on stupid things. Somebody spent money. There was a report. The math has been done. This is legit.
And we believe most math things. Whenever you tell us, oh, yeah, we did math. I believe that. But apparently it's just an urban legend. As far as anyone could tell, there's absolutely no truth to the whole 8 spiders a year jump into your mouth while you're sleeping.
You know what? I'm just going to choose not to believe it, whether it's true or not, because the thought of that still disgusts me.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't need to eat 8 spiders.
What if they're good for you?
I don't know. Are they? It's the healthiest thing I eat every year.
What if it helps your immune system?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe you didn't get COVID because you swallowed 8 spiders.
Thank you to
2020.
The spiders that sacrificed themselves for my well-being.
R.I.P.
Number 7, our blood is blue before it is exposed to oxygen. I remember totally buying into this as a small child.
I actually still believe that, even though I see it's a myth. I look at my skin, I see sometimes see my veins and they're blue. Like, this is blue right here. I believe it's blue.
They said because it's your veins just look blue, and it's how light travels through our skin.
Don't tell me what I don't know, you idiots. No, I still believe this. My blood is blue.
Don't you think we would have seen blue blood somehow then?
No, at the moment the oxygen hits, my blood comes out of my body, oxygen hits it, it turns it red.
There's got to be a scientific way to be able to get to the blood without, exposing it to oxygen if this was true. I mean, it'd be cool as hell.
Yeah, we put them up in space. Hey, let's murder someone in space.
No, this is a horrible idea.
You and me, let's kill somebody.
No.
We'll get away with it. What is there, space cops? I don't think so.
Not yet.
Exactly.
There's a space force.
Yeah. Oh, they ain't doing nothing.
Myth number 8, coffee stunts your growth.
I never even heard of this one.
You've never heard of this one? It's usually caffeine stunts your growth. I think my wife still believes this.
Really?
Yeah, so she never really let our kids...
Well, she saw you drink coffee so much, and you're like, wow, that guy's so short.
She never really let my kids drink a lot of coffee or soda. And I mean, I get it. It's just, healthier for them not to. So I get that side of it. But I think she bought into it stunts their growth. And then she looked at me and saw how short I was and said, we don't want our kids to be that short. So, I mean, there's an element of truth to what you just said.
Yeah, I've just never heard that
really?
one before. Yeah.
All right, number 9 on the list. Your dog's mouth is cleaner than your own.
Yeah, I still believe that one.
I want to believe it because my dog likes to give me kisses, and I don't want to think that his tongue and stuff is covered in just gross.
Yeah, well, I mean, it says here, that your dog's mouth is cleaner than our own. That's not true because dogs and humans both have around 600 different types of bacteria in their mouth.
Yeah.
As my wife is a dental hygienist, and she sees obviously a lot of people's mouths, she highly recommends you guys get some Listerine. And if you think I'm not talking about you, I am.
All right, and finally on this list, this is another one that I totally bought into as a small kid. Public swimming pools have a chemical that turns blue if you pee in them.
I just saw the Adam Sandler movie, and I just thought, oh, wow, that's real. Also, if you pee in any pool, you're a monster, and I hate you.
Do you pee in the ocean?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's God's toilet.
Yeah. My wife will not pee in the ocean.
You could pee and poop in the ocean. You can do both.
Have you ever pooped in the ocean?
No, but I would.
You would?
I would.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Because I had to go. You wouldn't poop in the ocean?
I've never thought about pooping in the ocean.
If I was close to an ocean right now, I'd poop in it just to show you.
I bet our boss has. Just because I think he's probably pooped everywhere.
Yeah, our boss constantly poops. He's actually... never not pooping.
Oh,
Constant diarrhea.
Dear Lord. All right, there you go. Wrapping up our 10 myth-busting myths.
You're welcome.
Coming up next, we got Marshall's music news. Stick around. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Thanks for hanging. Rock 106.1.
Gibby, yeah, horseshoe crab's blood is blue. I was actually just reading this crazy story about how there's like something in the blood of the horseshoe crab. Yeah, there's something in the blood of the horseshoe crab that they actually make vaccines with.
Really?
Yeah, so I think the newest vaccines had like some antibody that's in the horseshoe crab blood. It was this crazy story. Let me see if I can find it.
That's
I'll share
wild.
it.
Hats off to the horseshoe crab.
Can you guys hear the roofers? Because we can.
Ah, dear Lord. Like, I get it. I understand there's so many other things to bitch about in life. They're just doing their jobs. I'm not upset at them. But holy crap. Holy crap.
Yeah, so they essentially they milk horseshoe crabs of their blood, and they are using the immune cells in it that apparently they're exceptionally sensitive to toxic bacteria, and they help create vaccines.
Wow.
Yeah, this is like deep diving. Marshall finds the internet stuff, and it's crazy. Here, I'm going to go ahead and drop in the link once again. It's a crazy story. You guys should read when you have a moment. They're moving closer and closer to be right above us.
Brilliant.
Still, I don't want them to do it tomorrow, just for the fact. I hope they get it done today, just because we have a guest in studio at this exact time.
Yeah. Hey, guys, we're going to film the special news piece, TV piece about you guys. And the whole background.
Right. No, that's our luck. That's bound to happen. There's approximately 7 gallons of urine in a community Olympic-sized pool. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Red dropped a story. So a funny story, a farmer in Belgium found a 200-year-old boundary marker and moved it 7 feet back, thus enlarging his own property. Thing was, the marker was also set the boundary for the entire country of Belgium and France. Basically, he enlarged the border of Belgium 7 feet and took 7 feet away from France.
That's amazing.
That's an interesting story to find. Stacy is in the hallway and she just mouthed to me, "I'm scared," because the roofers are over.
Somebody else just texted and never heard coffee stunt your growth, but heard smoking does. I always heard the coffee thing.
I believe the cigarette thing over the coffee.
Oh, 100%.
All right, guys. Next up, we have Marshall's music news. We're going to go with Scott Weiland. He's doing. There is going to be. He's not doing anything, but there is a story about him that I should definitely read before I talk to you guys about.
All right, so we're gonna go. Okay, guys, you get to choose. Everybody on the stream, it's up to you. Big Bang Baby by Stone Temple Pilots or Cracker Man by Stone Temple Pilots.
Cracker Man.
It's one of my top 5 favorite songs of all time. Cracker Man is.
Do we have any Scott Weiland solo stuff?
I don't think so.
That would be interesting. I didn't even remember his solo stuff. I know he had a couple bangers.
Yeah. All right, so anybody on the stream right now wants to vote Big Bang Baby or Cracker Man. That's what we'll play after Marshall's music news for a story. Excuse me.
Cracker Man, says Wanda.
I like that. Yeah, Cracker Man, top 5 favorite songs for me. I love that song. Rhett is going with Cracker Man as well.
Cool. All right, all set for good old Scott Weiland story coming up here in just a little bit. Then we'll have 2 stories after that. We'll wrap the show for your Thursday. We'll be back tomorrow. Beer for breakfast, Fire Away Friday. And then all of our regular bits that we do, trivia about last night, where we break down the 3 biggest, weirdest stories from the day before, and more will be back as well. And we're going to continue working on our 20th anniversary show. Tickets go on sale tomorrow, 8 a.m.
8 o'clock. Here's the thing, guys. If this goes well and we can sell tickets for it, this will not be the last show. If it tanks, this will be the last show. And the beauty of it is we've got, we're not even just looking at rock here. I mean, we have 6 other radio stations in this building. So, I mean, we can do multiple different formats. So, I mean, there's just any opportunity to bring a show to town. I think it's great.
Where are you looking at a potential country show, man?
Yeah. So, buy tickets. Buy tickets.
Nailed it. Charles threw down the Cracker Man vote as well.
All right, we're going Cracker Man. Decided. All right, we got Incubus after this last little bit of commercial. Then after Incubus, story number 1. And then Cracker Man is voted on by the Horde.
We had a nice little streaming day. I mean, 9 o'clock hour, we always kind of thin out a little bit because people have to go to work and actually, live their lives a little bit. But, nice little day. Nice little day. So I've been craving Chipotle for 2 weeks now, but I refuse to wait to go and eat lunch at 12 o'clock because I wake up at 5 a.m. I get hungry. I usually like to eat by 11. So I hope, crossing my fingers, hopefully Chipotle will be open. If not, you know where I haven't been in a long time? Moe's. I'm going to go to Moe's and get a bowl.
I haven't been to Moe's. God dang, I couldn't tell you the last time I've been to Moe's.
You know why I stopped going to Moe's? Because the location right here stopped doing the rewards program that Moe's has. Certain locations have the choice of not doing the rewards anymore, and that one stopped.
Yeah,
and I didn't like it, so I stopped going.
I get that.
Joke's on them.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been to Moe's. That used to kind of be a regular stop for us too.
Once a week, man. Love the Moe's. See the Cubs swept the Dodgers?
I did.
And we took down their 3 best pitchers.
Yeah, Dodgers are falling apart, man. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's not both the Cubs and the Dodgers not looking great. But.
Well, no, but Dodgers were, the team to beat. We beat them. By we mean nothing to do with me whatsoever.
Let's see. How are the Braves doing, man? I haven't checked in a while. They're 14-16, third place, only a game and a half back in the East. Cubs, with that 3-game win streak, are currently in third place in the Central. They're 15-16. The Cardinals, Jesus Christ, really? The Cardinals, 18-13? We're back 3 games from the Cardinals. Brewers are only back 1. Man, we sunk the Dodgers all the way down to third place in the West.
Damn.
After they've lost 3 in a row. See that the dude from the Orioles threw a no-hitter yesterday?
Yes.
The hottest team in baseball is the New York Yankees. 5 in a row. They're currently second place in the East. Sean goes, I haven't been to a Moe's in at least 5 years. Yeah, man. I haven't been to Moe's in a second. I may just go to Moe's today.
Yeah.
Every time I went to Moe's, I always got that quesadilla thing. Or not the quesadilla thing, the wrap.
Yes.
I forget what it's called. They have stupid names for all their shit.
I usually get the home wrecker.
That's just the burrito, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. They did the crunch wrap from Taco Bell, whatever that is at Moe's. That's what I usually got. Shit, I may go there. Get that today. Delicious.
Jesus, it's getting bad.
Yeah, today maybe go home and work from home day because this is going to seriously give me a headache if I have to stay in this building for much longer today.
Yeah. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out. Be sure to check out the stream each and every day, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. Right now, it's time to delve into story number one. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Marshall's Music News.
So Scott Weiland, still dead. Don't worry about it. Still dead. He is going to have a episode of the show Autopsy, the last hours of Scott Weiland. That's going to premiere this coming Sunday at 8 o'clock Central. Apparently, they've done a series of these. I have not heard of them before. They did an hour-long episode on Chris Cornell and Kurt Cobain. So actually, this coming Sunday, starting at 6 o'clock, you can see Chris Cornell at 6, Kurt Cobain at 7, and then the brand new episode featuring Scott Weiland at 9 o'clock. Obviously, Scott Weiland died back in December of 2015 from a drug overdose on his tour bus when he was touring with his solo band. Now, he was just 48 years old. Now, the Examiner's report cites a mixed drug toxicity as the cause of the death, but a renowned pathologist, Dr. Michael Hunter, believes that Scott's well-documented drug use doesn't present the full picture, and that's why they are doing this hour-long kind of expose on the passing of Scott Weiland. So once again, that is going to be on the Reels channel.
I'd never heard of that.
REELZ?
Is it one of those other downloadable ones they have to pay for that is just,
I don't
extra
know.
money?
Once again, I'm just going to steal it. So anyway, go ahead and check that out. That is going to be premiering this coming Sunday at 8 p.m.
All right, more Marshall's Music News coming up. Let's do some STP. This is Cracker Man, Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
That is a jam.
I love that song, man.
Gibby, the last second. Big Bang Baby. Sorry, man. You've been outdone. The roof is getting more action than me with all that banging. Yeah. I haven't been to Moe's in a long time. Maybe today. Honestly, I've been rocking Chipotle. Well, not recently, but.
Yeah, I really like Chipotle. I mean, it's like, so I live off of Berwick, and it's like they're building some stuff, over by that Kroger and everything. I really hope one of them's a Chipotle. I just have a feeling they're all going to be like banks, doctors' offices, and, just things I don't need.
Right.
But I would like a Chipotle. I like a really good liquor store, like a good craft beer store. I think it'd be awesome.
There's a new building going up right in front of where the draft room at Berwick is, right in that complex. Yeah. That new building is a liquor store.
That's what I've heard. I hope that's true. We'll see. I don't know. It looks very, and it makes me nervous because it looks very Walgreens-y to me.
Well, being that there's a Walgreens like 100 yards down the road, I think you'll be okay on the Walgreens.
I don't think Walgreens gives a shit. Did you see the story? So there's a story. I want to say China. I don't know. Some other country. There was a 7-Eleven, and it was like an independently owned 7-Eleven. A guy owns it, and he didn't want to remain open 24/7 or whatever that corporate wanted them to do.
Sure.
So the only thing they could do, because I guess they owned the land, the corporate did, not the guy, they built a smaller 7-Eleven in the parking lot of this guy's 7-Eleven so they could be open 24/7. Wow. Yeah, it was funny. It's the stupidest thing ever. But here you go. We're going to open our very own 7-Eleven right here.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. But no, I would love, if it's a good craft beer liquor store, it'd be so nice. But yeah, I really hope we get like a Chipotle, because that was the one thing. It's like you have all these houses. And some of those neighborhoods have been around for over 10 years now. You'd think there'd be more things to do and places to eat out there. And there's really not a lot of options.
They're building like crazy. And if you look along that road right there, there's a bunch of signs have gone up where they're selling stuff.
Yeah.
So selling the land. So it looks like there's going to be more and more, package stores and stuff kind of loaded into that area probably over the next couple of years.
Yeah.
I hope so, at least, because it's really close to my house.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I got about 30 seconds coming in. Story number 2. I'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out on air and on the stream today. It is Marshall's Music News. Here is story number 2.
So congrats are in order for Seether frontman Sean Morgan, who wed his longtime girlfriend Jordan Kirby over the weekend. This news was actually revealed because there was pictures of the couple posing at the wedding with their daughter that they have. Now, Seether has been obviously busy. They released their new album last year, Sevis Pacem Parabellum. And, of course, the pandemic has pushed back their regular touring schedule. They did do one live stream last year. We hooked you guys up with free passes to that one. But Sean Morgan says that once touring does come back, he doesn't really want to go back to that full touring life. He says this year doesn't look to be shaping up much better. He's referring to 2021. He goes, as far as going back to a touring kind of lifestyle, that's not something I really want to return to. I don't want to be out for 3 months at a time, come home for 4 days, sort of high-five my family, then walk right back out. He goes, every time you come back, you feel like you have to relearn the relationship. So he doesn't sound like he's a big fan of wanting to kind of go out and go back out touring on the road full time again, at least for a band like Seether.
Even bands are realizing working from home is awesome.
Yeah, working from home is really good.
We could just live stream a concert and people will pay us money for it? Yeah. Okay, sure, I'm in.
Pretty good.
All right, one more story to go and we'll wrap up the show. We got Marshall's music news coming up next. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
All right, one last story. We'll do Godsmack. Sully Erna dropping the coin to take the boys to Florida to record a new album.
All right.
Gibby says at Rinkin they're building a Dunkin' Donuts and a Jersey Mike's. Those are actually two. Well, there's a Dunkin' Donuts on 17 already across from that Walmart. If they could build a Jersey Mike's over near the Berwick area, that'd be pretty awesome. I love me a good Jersey Mike's, Sandy. Oh, speaking of Sandy, where's Sandy been?
That's true.
Where's Mama Sita been?
I don't know.
Has she just been lurking on the chat and just kind of hanging out and not saying anything? Recco's Moe's changed their menu. Did they change the names? Moe's sold out, bro.
You don't need to react completely, but
should I react to the roofers more? Yeah, the roofers are terrible. Pretty bad. Pretty bad.
It's not good.
All right. First thing I do when I sit down on my desk, knock over my damn coffee. Fuck today.
I'm so sorry.
And Moe's removed a bunch of stuff from the... Okay, Rhett, you've convinced me. I'm not going to Moe's. I can't do it.
You can mostly still request the items, but they're not on the menu anymore. See, I'm curious now. I'm going to search Moe's menu. I really hope they're done by tomorrow, guys.
If they're doing this while we're doing our TV film spot, I'm literally going to bring the water bottle in and then just crawl up there and squirt them with the water bottle.
If we need to do that, I will go up there and be like, guys, can you give us 15 minutes?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it sucks for you guys, but give us 15.
Yeah, it's better if you ask. I'll say it meaner.
You can still so you click on burrito. Your choices are the home wrecker or build your own. Oh no, all burritos. There we go. Home wrecker. No, that's it. Home wrecker and build your own burrito. Those are your choices for burritos on the website menu.
That's all. Wait, is that all the food they have?
No, that's just I clicked on burrito.
Oh, what happened to the Joey bag of donuts? Isn't that
I don't know.
Isn't that a burrito?
Bowls, home wrecker, and build your own.
Stack. What about stack? That's what I used to eat.
They've got the stack.
Perfect.
They've got quesadillas, the chicken club quesadilla, and be shocked, the build your own quesadilla. They've really dumbed down the menu a bit.
It's Moe's. How much dumber do you need to get?
Tacos? Build your own tacos. Nachos? Build your own nachos. Wow. Yeah, they've scaled. I mean, they serve burritos, tacos, nachos anyway. It's basically you go there and you get whatever you want on it. I understand. But I would order the home wrecker, then I just redo everything on it because I know what I want. Yeah. So I get it.
I don't know if anyone's been at Suchero's yet. Suchero's is where the old Firehouse Sub used to be over by the, what's that place called? What's that shopping plaza called?
I don't know.
It's across from Best Buy on Abercorn.
It's good.
Suchero's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it.
Wanda just dropped us a link, tasteofhome.com. Oh, she dropped us the fajita recipe she used last night.
Those looked stellar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so last night my wife and I were drinking and drinking margaritas for Cinco de Mayo, and then I actually bought stuff to make chorizo tacos last night, but we were having such a great time drinking margaritas, we decided to not cook at all. So as adults, we ate chips for dinner.
You know what? I respect that.
And that's how you know I'm a grown-up. We decided, let's have 2 more margaritas, and then we'll eat chips and go to bed. I still got in bed by 10:30 and not hungover at all.
Nice.
Had 5, 6 margaritas last night.
Jesus.
Well, I started drinking like 5.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah. You know, I had 6 margaritas over 5 hours.
Use chicken thighs instead of breasts. I recommend increasing the seasonings. Always go higher on the seasonings than they usually recommend anyway.
So Nicole bought this. She has a friend who owns a spice company in Chicago.
Oh, nice.
And she just bought some stuff. She bought an espresso like steak rub.
Oh.
And I tasted the seasoning. It is wonderful. So I'm going to get like some amazing steaks and just coat these things in that espresso rub and do some steaks here in the next couple of weeks.
I had years ago, went out to dinner on somebody else's dime, and I got a coffee encrusted steak. So I'm like, that sounds weird.
Yeah.
Effing delicious.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
How was it? It was just seasoning, right?
Yeah.
That's how they encrust it or whatever. Yeah, I'm going to fucking coat this steak.
Yeah.
With this stuff because it tasted that great. I mean, it had such a great flavor on it.
It was a place downtown. I don't remember which one it is. Yay. All right. Got about 3 minutes into brand new Evanescence. One last break. We'll wrap up the show.
Sorry, I'm just rereading and cutting down my music news spot so it's nice and concise. And I think I'm ready. 0 Mo's locations within 100 miles of my zip code. So F them anyways. Perfect. Nice. I don't think Jeffe likes the noise going on. He's swimming around. Usually he's sleeping.
Yeah, I don't blame him, man.
He's not digging all this extra noise. Sorry, Jeffe. Please don't die on us. I can't buy another fish. I can't afford another fish.
Wanda, see you later. Have a good day. Thank you for hanging.
Yeah, have a great day.
See you tomorrow.
Well, actually, don't leave yet. Just stick around. 2 minutes. I'll do the story, and then we'll say officially goodbye to everyone.
God damn it, man.
What is wrong with you?
Got an eyelash in my eye.
Just shave them off. We could do that for Torture Tuesday instead of what we planned on doing. I could just shave off I could shave everything on your entire head.
No, I'm not ready for that. All right, since you said to.
So we had some slight issues with the phones today. Do we want to up our day since last studio issue count, or do we want to go back to 0?
We were able. I don't want to reset yet because I don't. I guess it depends on what are we looking at. Are we saying it has to be Tim's fault, or is it something?
No, I mean, was there an issue in the studio today? Yes or no?
I don't want to say yes.
Okay, then it's no. I'm adding a day. Cotter's too good to you guys.
I don't want to say because I mean we were able to do our job. It worked, so we were fine.
All right, we're pushing it to 13 days, almost 2 weeks since our last studio issue. We're getting so much closer to Cake Day. Yes, Cake Day is saved for the moment. Wanda goes, just do half a point deduction. Oh, Rhett said it was a studio issue.
Oh.
Wanda goes lucky
Rhett,
13. I don't know.
Rhett's turning on the horn. You're taking away ice cream cake, Rhett.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of 50-50 on it, and because I'm not anymore, I'm gonna say we're good.
Okay,
we're good. I can't say Wanda goes, Rhett, shut your face.
All right, guys, be right back.
All right.
All right, before we get out of here and the ceiling falls in on us, got one more story to go with Marshall's music news.
You're watching the stream. I just threw the double birds at the roofers. Anyway, hi. Let's do some music news. Yeah, Godsmack. They're already 12 songs deep into a new album. That's what Godsmack's Sully Ernest said. And here's the thing. They're not recording the new album from Massachusetts right now, which is where they've been recording. There's a huge studio that Sully has at his house. He's actually taken that studio, like removed all the equipment and moved it down to Florida because he wanted to get away from all the nonsense that's happening in our country, all the COVID stuff.
So you go to Florida?
Yeah, so he went ahead and bought a house in Fort Myers, then moved all of his stuff down there, and that's where the band is currently recording the new album. He said, we just want to start writing again, and Florida was the perfect spot for it. He goes, I bought a property down here, and we've just been working and working and working. He goes, I don't know, 12 songs have been written in the last 3 weeks. He goes, and obviously, as everyone knows, a song isn't a song until lyrics and melodies are done, so I just started diving into that recently. He goes, and after I came home with a little break from the band, I literally just started catching up, and hopefully, it looks like we'll have some new Godsmack in 2022.
Now, I have no problem with them going to Florida and recording. That's fine. But if you're saying Florida is where I'm going to escape what's going on in the world, I mean, you just moved right into the middle of the storm, right? Or am I wrong?
No, Florida's fine. The governor just reopened everything.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah, we're good.
All
we're
right.
fine.
Coming up on the show tomorrow, it is Fire Away Friday. We'll have some choices of songs for you guys to vote on a little bit later on this evening on the Facebook pages. Also, Beer for Breakfast brought to you by Coach's Corner in Thunderbolt. Chris Hummer from WSAV going to be in studio drinking some beers with us. We'll find out what she's got going on over at WSAV. And, of course, we'll get to Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout, Marshall's Music News about last night. We'll wrap up the week. Can't wait. Hopefully the roofers will be done, or at least moved on to the other side of the building.
Yes, I agree with that sentiment right now because I have a massive headache.
All right, Cotter and Marshall Show back tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Thank you guys for hanging out. Don't forget, get the stream tomorrow morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Rock 1061.
All right, guys, that is it for the day. Thank you for hanging out. Pray for our brains and our lungs from all the roof stuff happening right now.
Yeah.
All that fun stuff that Cotter mentioned is happening tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow, 6 a.m. Peace out.
Guys.